Hello and welcome to Talking Simulator. I am Cameron, and joining me this week is special guest.
Surge, happy to be here.
Welcome, Serge. So this week we are playing our third installment of Hades. Game is good. Game is good. Lots to talk about here.
Game is so good.
Isn't it fun?
I'm not often on the gaudy crowd. You pronounce it gaudy? Game of the year?
Yeah, gaudy.
Gaudy, right? I don't often look back at a year and I'm like, this is the standout. This is my game of the year. I don't make lists. I kind of just live moment to moment. But I look at Hades and I'm like, oh yeah.
I mean, the only issue I've run into with calling Hades my gaudy 2020 are people who point out, not incorrectly, it's like, well, it had early release in like 2016, and has been undergoing kind of constant updates and finalized. And I'm like, don't care. It'll be my gaudy
Look, if
2021.
Among Us can win 2020 gaudy, then we can name Hades our 2020 gaudy, right? It does definitely get weirder with early access and people being able to play different versions of the game and how they changed and everything like that. But just let people have their fun.
Yeah, I know.
Just give this to us.
Come on, internet. Come on.
We don't ask for much.
Also, I think I need to start pronouncing it Jotty.
Ooh. Yeah, I like that. That way people don't think you're being gaudy. It's very clearly different. Yeah, my Jotty of the year. I'm sorry, what? You know, my game of the year.
My Jame of the year. Oh
fantastic.
God, yeah, that's a very .3 kind of sentiment. Either that or start calling it Gautier, like the musician.
Ooh.
Anywho, shall we
this
play
is
the
good.
game?
Yes, let's do that. So a little bit different today than I suppose with the other ones, because this is a brand new playthrough that you started with Matt, and then you went through a little bit of a midpoint with Corey.
Yep.
And now what we're doing with this same one is this is a full spoilers. We're going to talk about everything. If you have had Hades on your radar or you're halfway through, this is your warning now that if I see something I'm going to talk about potentially in a game, I don't even think I've beaten it. So for some context, let me bring up my Steam here. I don't have a ton of hours in the game. The answer is 69. Nice. That's
Nice.
random.
Nice.
Yeah, I have 69 hours in the game. I've unlocked all the hidden aspects. I have beaten the first ending, quote unquote.
Okay.
I've unlocked all the hidden aspects on all of the weapons. And I'm just going through like medium high heat runs right now. So heat, a lot of these roguelike games have a mechanism in which you can make the game more difficult for yourself to make it more challenging to keep playing and unlock a more rewarding play experience. And what a really neat thing about the way this game works is you can flip switches to sort of like, as opposed to progression where it's like at heat 1 it's always this. There's different difficulty modifiers you can do, and those have a different points value.
Oh, okay.
It's a very elegant way of doing that, and I suppose that just talks about the elegance of this game in total. Of all the ways it handles progression are amazing, and there's so much to it. There's so much to it.
Let's get into it and just see what we run across. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So this is, well, here we are. Our story beat. I actually think we did this at the end of the last stream, but now it wants us to do it again. Possibly it didn't save. But
Yeah,
this
if you don't load a new zone, it won't save.
All is quiet at this time. Ever dreaming Hypnos put a spell upon the house, as willful Zagreus had asked of him.
Is this the one where you get fired? I'm trying to remember which cutscene this is.
This is the very first one where you discover that Nyx is not your mother.
Ah!
He ventures toward the stately throne of his lord father, half expecting to be caught.
So I think we can probably rapid fire through this since it was at the end of the last stream.
I said, shut up, old man.
Although,
I do love the narrator.
yeah, it's implied to be Homer.
He does not know exactly what he seeks.
Interesting, is it?
He knows
Yeah,
that
at least
always
that's what I've seen people say, is that there is enough, like, kind of casual,
Lord Hades occasionally
there are
overlook
casual
such
references that
questions,
indicate that it is Homer.
so Prince Zagreus would find out for himself.
I'm not listening.
He rifles through his Lord Father's possessions. There is not much of any import there. Ledgers and administrative parchment work. Correspondence from Olympus.
It's actually interesting going back and looking at this cutscene again because it happened so long ago that it's interesting to revisit this.
But then there is the note.
Yeah, it's when the narrator says,
Don't voice the likes of which the prince never seen
right?
or
It's like this little verbal tell.
Hades.
Yeah, very subtle. The
I can no
loud
longer
belch.
tolerate my life in
Yes,
this place.
yeah.
So I'm leaving, even if it kills me. I won't be returning to Olympus. If there is a place where I belong in this world,
Yeah,
it
don't
must be
remember this
somewhere
note.
between heaven and
Oh,
hell.
really?
Yeah.
Perhaps it's on the coast and has a little garden. Take care of Cerberus. I shall miss him. Persephone.
Thus did Prince of the Underworld Zagreus absorb the contents of this hidden letter, written in his mother's hand.
Yep.
Because
Like-
at that point, she leaves assuming that Zagreus is dead, which is why there's no mention of him there.
Oh, really?
It's like, take care of the dog.
Yeah, like,
Oh,
I didn't know that. Okay, cool.
well,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
no.
I've already given a spoiler. I apologize.
I don't care about spoilers, Serge. Besides, as we said, this is a 100% spoiled stream.
Yeah, so
And
the understanding of the story is, I believe Persephone is under the impression that Zagreus has passed away during childbirth.
Oh, okay.
And then she leaves, and Zagreus was never supposed to survive for a prophecy or for whatever reason, and then some shenanigans happen, and then he's alive, is raised basically by Nyx, and there's a giant secret that goes on there. And then as the story unfolds further, we meet Persephone, we bring Persephone back, and then the layer above it is the conditions upon which Persephone wound up in hell, Hades' inability to leave, our inability to leave, and then finally, and this is apart from the mythology as well, Persephone's mother, who is the goddess of seasons. What is her
Yeah,
name?
Demeter.
Demeter. And the old lore, the reason that seasons happen is because of Demeter. Whenever she's sad, and when you get up to the surface, it talks about how it's eternally winter, and that's because Demeter is missing her daughter. And
Yes.
then you eventually get into the cycle of when Persephone goes to hell, it goes into winter, and then when she leaves, then the sun blooms, and you have spring and you have summer, and that's where the rotation of the seasons come from. It's very beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. I remember hearing that myth. I think I was probably in grade 5,
Persephone,
and the
one-time
person
queen
giving
of
it
all
like
the underworld.
basically described it as like, you know, Hades, god of the underworld, is one of these
My
like
newfound questions and his
bad
rage,
boys. He
the
wears
prince
a
decided to
lot of
confront
leather,
his lord
rides a
and master.
motorcycle. You know, I was trying to explain it to like
It's a motorcycle.
9 years old to 9-year-olds, right?
Yeah.
You... Why? You're... Nyx, you're not my mother. All this time, you and my father, you lied to me?
Oh, my dear child. So now you know. So now you know. But only half the truth.
Only
I can
half the
explain
truth,
rest,
right?
so please,
Yeah.
it never was my wish to hurt you.
But I like that you delivered what you considered to be a spoiler at basically the exact same moment that the narrator is spoiling Zagreus, right? Because it's nowhere in that note does it say, you know, Persephone is Zagreus' mother, right?
Yeah,
That's something
yeah,
the narrator
yeah.
says.
Oops. Oh, that's when he reveals himself as Homer with the don't. Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder, do you even remember me?
He calls you boy.
Yeah. Are we just unlocking the mirror now? Oh, great. Okay,
Yeah.
so what do we have right now?
We've got Dark Regeneration, some basics. Oh, we can afford our second Death Defiance.
That's
we should get
huge.
that.
Other side.
Death Defiance is a very big deal. Death Defiance and an additional dash are big. You're a fan of which regeneration do you prefer? Do you prefer Dark Regeneration or the small amount consistently?
I kind of actually prefer the small amount, to be honest.
I'm on team small amount.
Thank you. I mean, I acknowledge that you will almost always get more from Dark Regeneration, because, like, you pick up, what, like, I don't know, 50 darkness at a time, I want to say.
Sometimes it might be a difference at higher heats, but eventually bosses stop giving you darkness, and a lot of encounters stop giving you darkness.
Okay.
And a lot of times, if you're given the option to go for darkness or a god, you almost always want to take the option that makes you stronger.
Yes,
So a little
agreed.
bit of a small heal every encounter, I find, adds up more. I think absolutely you're correct. If you just need a big heal, Dark Embrace is probably better, but the vitality there, just the amount it can heal consistently is fantastic.
Yeah, because, like, I found myself frequently getting into positions where I wanted to get another boon, had an opportunity for a boon, but needed to take the darkness to keep, like, the game going. Right? You can't if you're dead, you can't play. I mean,
Yeah.
we're dead, we're playing the game, clearly, but, like, you can't advance.
You get no stronger when the run is over. Yes,
exactly.
How's it going?
What is our favorite weapon? Oh, we can't get the fists yet, I don't think. No, wait, we're short keys. So
I love Skelly. I legitimately love Skelly. Skelly's dialogue is some of the best. I'm sad at the point of the game I'm in now, Skelly doesn't really have dialogue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Does he just run out eventually? Have you?
There's a couple characters who that as well. Like Chiron, for example, no longer hisses at me.
Oh, okay. I mean, we could go trade for a key, right? We've probably got lots of resources in other things. We could probably find a key in the thinger. Also, it gives us an opportunity to just appreciate this man working, this person working. I love
Look at those knife skills.
Yeah, like you told me that story about the pop-up knife shop that
Oh yeah.
that turned up in Fernwood Cafe, or the Parsonage.
You ever seen somebody cut an onion so thin you can see the pattern on the metal of the knife through the onion?
Ooh.
That's how sharp those knives were.
I want one, although I would be too terrified to use it. I think I would just put it in my knife block, and it would, like, sink
Go
into
through
the knife block
and through
slowly.
the counter.
Yeah, right. Like, it would just have its
That's like
own terrible forward momentum. It just wants to cut things.
It's like the blood in an alien movie. It just goes through everything, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible.
Like, you would get one of those magnetic knife racks over your counter, and eventually the knife would just, like, turn into it.
Casks of wine hidden within the recesses of the House of Lord Hades. Few have tasted the intoxicating vintage they contain, and few.
Still waiting for the festive occasion when we'll open one of these.
Ooh, right.
I
What
often
was I
find it's
doing?
worth talking to the vendor here too, because the run special trade at the base is always incredible. Yeah, like in any world, I'm very happy to turn 100 gems into a diamond. Like that's phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, we only have 12 gems, and we need 2 keys. So we're kind of out of luck on this run. So we can just take any weapon. Is there anything you want to see, like, anything you want to see in action?
I think on that. What are our options here? So we don't have gun, famous Greek weapon gun unlocked.
Yeah, the railgun, the M41A pulse rifle.
So we only have the base version of all the weapons open. So progression in this game is fascinating because you have the relationship with all the characters, which as a lore thing is incredible. You have the mirror, which is darkness upgrades, which are permanent upgrades on your character. You have all of the trinkets. What trinkets do you have unlocked, actually, out of curiosity?
Kind of the basics, really. We're only 6 runs in.
So may I recommend, I think my 2 favorite that we could do here is Athena sword or Artemis bow.
I kind of wanted... I think we did Artemis bow last run, so Athena's sword sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And of them all, my worst weapon is spear. I don't know what it is. Spear doesn't... Go ahead.
Oh, no, go... Sorry, Serge, please.
The spear is strange because I don't feel it has enough damage in close range to play close, and it's not quite long enough range to play like the bow. And I think you're supposed to use the range of it to do anything with it, but it doesn't quite work. And of course, normally when I do a rotation, I just let the game pick, because you'll see that one of those weapons there is currently highlighted in a purple glow, but we can't unlock it. When you do a run like that, it gives you a bonus of darkness and crystals to get, which is a great motivator to like rotate through everything.
Oh yeah, and learn
But
how
here we
everything
are.
works. Yeah, no, I play the same way.
Death is your only family. Death
I've
and I.
found the spear fun when you can use Nyx's shawl to like throw the spear and then get the return damage on it, because it usually hits from behind. But I find that also really makes me play lazy. Whereas the sword is kind of like a dynamic play style, I feel.
My favorite for the sword is there's an hidden upgrade, or there's a weapon upgrade you can get that turns it into a vampire sword, and I love sustain. I
Yes.
love sustain.
Yeah. It, like, you lose 2/3 of your health, I want to say, but yeah. Yeah, no, I really love those builds.
I mean, if they give you epic divine dash,
Yeah?
I really like main attack as having deflect on sword, because you get so close and personal. But like,
Me too. I love that.
I don't think we care about the special, and divine dash is just so strong. There's so
Yeah.
many memes about how strong divine dash is, right?
It's like, I mean, it's a crutch for a reason, right?
Oh, yeah. Hello,
oh,
hate. Hello,
Chaos Gate.
chaos.
Might as well.
Yeah, and the nice thing is, since we have the +3 healing, it's a lot easier to recover from this.
Yeah, because we get 6 back.
I love Chaos. They are such a fascinating character. One of the later game storylines is it's revealed that Chaos birthed Nyx, or is a parent figure to Nyx. They're agender, so it's... And a large part of some of the late game progression is reintroducing Chaos and Nyx to have somehow become estranged.
Oh, really? Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
What looks good here? Striking from behind, a tropic favor.
I'm a huge fan of the boon reward, so I like to evaluate this on how bad is the penalty and how good is the reward. It's a risk-reward balancing thing, right? And I worry, do we just die if we take a trophic favor because we lose 32 max health? What is our health right now? It's only 50 because it's still pretty early in the game.
We
So we'd
just
go
don't
down
get
to
hit.
18 hit points.
We just don't get hit.
Pardon me?
We just don't get
hit.
Just don't get hit, forehead. This is fine.
Yeah.
This is fine.
Looking at other things, I don't love cast builds on sword.
No,
I
agreed.
mean, unless you're... What's fascinating, though, is the like high-level speedrunning community really heavily leans into a lot of cast builds,
Really?
because they can be very, very, very strong.
Legit.
Backstabbing, I mean, your sword, you're going to be front stabbing and backstabbing. Yeah, I think it's a little bit riskier, but if we can pull it off, let's try the bottom one. Let's try and high roll all the abilities we find.
Like, what's the worst that happened? We die and we go again.
We're at 1 health. It lowered our maximum health and then dropped down. That's what we call an oofa doofa.
No, we're fine.
okay,
We're going
we're
to go
at-
back up to 4 here. And then we'll be at 7 after that. Oh. Poops.
So you can interrupt their attack. So when they go to start channeling the laser, as soon as you hit them, they stop. So it's an interesting fight that can actually reward you for being aggressive,
Okay, okay.
as long as you don't get too aggressive. Now, these jar enemies are very interesting because they're one of the few enemies in the game that don't have a highly visible hitbox. So you can
Right.
sometimes lose them in the background.
Agree, yeah. Like, they also look a lot like the pots.
Yep.
And so sometimes you just kind of let one sit in a corner puking up mines for like 5 minutes. Gems? No.
Oh, nectar.
Nectar, yeah, it's got to be nectar. Also, we don't
Yeah, we
have
don't-
a nectar. Oh god, these guys always manage to take like 1,000,000 health off me. I
The thing
can
that
never
took
read
me really
their...
long-
Oh, go ahead.
The thing that always really shocked me is how long their range is on that attack. Because you think they're so slow moving, you think you can just kind of wait for it to show up, and
Yeah,
then
but
they're like, "Oh."
they will cross the map, right?
Yeah. That's what you get. Yeah, you show them, Cameron.
I'm being super sloppy. I actually haven't played in a couple of weeks. I was getting consistently to Hades, and then just he would have a new attack all of a sudden, and I'm like, well, this is pretty cool. I love. Feels good. He can just do a bunch of bullpucky.
You're
Randomly.
like, you're just making this up.
Yeah, like how is this fair?
Learning and beating all the boss fights in this game are tremendously rewarding. I remember, oh, nice trap kill. I remember how difficult Theseus and the Minotaur were the first couple times I fought it.
Yep.
And Hades is interesting because you show up a lot stronger at that point as well. And so the fight is also very difficult, but by that point you're normally doing something pretty broken.
Yep.
And it's a matter of it's a matter of learning the attack pattern. And I think in this genre in general, and sort of the roguelike pattern in genre, there's how do I get better as a player, and then how do I get better as someone who just understands what the game is trying to do. And
Yes.
those often go hand in hand, because it's like, well, I can be really mechanically good, but if I don't know what to dodge, if I don't know what to learn or what to expect, that also gets very difficult, right?
What I find to be an interesting balancing challenge is making a fun and rewarding and challenging fight in a game where if you lose that fight, you lose, a couple hours of progress, maybe, depending on like how fast you're going through the game, right? I mean, when you're good at it and when you're kind of like in the zone, you are. You're getting to Hades in like 25 minutes, half an hour, right? Oh, we can pay health. Sweet.
Well, we did. The aspect is done. I think we're fine probably just saving our money for the proper store.
Yep. Yeah.
And that also means that our boons are going to be better. Now, Zeus is interesting, and this symbol here shows that this is going to be an elite fight. And the elite fights each act are fascinating as well, because there's an elite enemy, which the speed limit running community loves, and then there's like elite rooms, which are often longer and more challenging. So let's see what we get here.
I assume this is going to be the two bombardiers.
I love that this fight is an elite fight. It's like, what is it? Well, it's two regular enemies from Act 2.
Yep. This is a very like Dark Souls kind of thing, right? Where you fight a boss in like the first world, and that boss just is a regular enemy later on in the game. Ow! Oh. Ouch. Okay. No good.
That's the first time you've been hit in 5 rooms. So I think you're doing fine.
Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Run is over.
I mean, all right, thanks for the show, everybody. Time to pack it up.
All right, time to, we pave this save and start over again.
So do we want to offer an adult beverage to Zeus here?
Out of curiosity, I don't have the Zeus spoon yet, so
Yeah. I don't think you get the option. Right, you can give them 2 drinks first, so that's fine. Oh, did you not do it? Whatever. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry.
Always
We're
confuse-
saving it for a better god. Zeus, that's so boring. Lightning, nah, show me
our
Dio,
uncle,
right?
Yeah, like our uncle usually buys us drinks.
Yeah,
That's usually how it goes, right?
yeah.
Like, the cool uncle is like, got you something for your 16th birthday. The attack?
So the attack is interesting. Now let's talk about the attack really quickly here. So the attack is a flat damage attack that procs every time you hit. So it is the type of it is the type of thing that rewards a high proccing thing. So gun, that's easy. Fist, that's also easy. And sword is right on the line of things that I'd worry about. So for some speed runs, lightning on your main attack is a big deal. It's like a big game maker. I think when you consider it compared to the other things, I'd rather take the strike. Jolted, which is a follow-up ability that you can get after you have lightning, is very, very powerful, especially for boss fights later on.
Yeah, because
I think you're good here.
Yeah, I think like Lightning Strike is fine, especially considering that our damage is currently not great.
No. And I also find Zeus's aid to be kind of boring, and I think you're right in that we need a damage ability early on.
Mm-hmm. Uh, I really enjoy like Athena's percent multiplier to damage. And like you're right, Sword is on this weird cusp between like fast and powerful. Like it's the Mario, right?
Yeah, well, it's literally the first weapon you get. It's supposed to be approachable. It's supposed to be fairly straightforward. Like the weapons get weird. Later on, one of the aspects you can get for the gun turns it into a laser beam. It turns it into like an actual super soaker laser beam. It's really bizarre.
Dope.
So the weapons get really, really, really strange later on. And sort of just like vanilla sword. You're like, oh yeah, it's a sword. I get it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I like the one that turns the bow special into like a contra gun. Right, where you just like fire this spread of like seeking missiles.
Oh yeah, that is a very powerful aspect. That's a very, very powerful aspect. Because you're like, mark and murder. All right, and rinse and repeat.
Yep.
Now, these enemies get a little bit more frustrating when they have a shield, because if you've trained yourself to be able to interrupt them, when they have that yellow shield, they can't be staggered.
Yeah, and
that can catch you in a number of fights where you're like, I'll just hit them so they don't hit back. And like, haha, I have armor, melon.
Yeah, and they're like, and then you're like, I've just taken 20 damage from this random enemy for absolutely no reason.
Early max health is always important. I find that's probably the thing that makes early runs the most difficult, is how vulnerable you are with a low starting health total.
Yes.
And there is an early relic that you can lean on that all it does is increase your max health. So if you're not too worried about like which gods you want to take, if you just want to see more of the game, if you want to get to those boss fights so that you can practice them and you can start to learn them, you can just take the is it a relic?
Cerberus
is
collar?
It's called the dog collar.
Yeah. What do we want? Do we want to go visit Charon? We've got $200.
200 is enough to get you an god, but we also need keys to unlock a weapon.
Yeah.
And we don't really have that much money, so you could get one thing. But your call. If you feel like we're weak, go to the store. If you feel like we can afford to take a
What
skip and
room
unlock
is
more
this?
progression, take the key.
10?
The key is also an elite fight, which is a little scary.
You said the magic words.
Ooh, Shouse.
A second Chouse. Okay.
So it is worth mentioning at this point, if we took that Chaos, we'll probably have the penalty in the fight against Meg and the Furies.
Yeah. Troubling.
We've had one Chaos, Cameron. What about second Chaos?
Chaos. I mean, do you always have to take Oh.
Not if you see a hammer.
Not if you see the hammer.
Yeah.
You got
Maybe
it.
we get Vampire Sword, Cameron. Maybe we get Vampire Sword. So what attracted you to this game out of curiosity?
Honestly, basically everyone I knew whose opinions I respected telling me it was fun. And then, because normally I'm not really into these. Like, I acknowledge Bastion was a good game. And, like, this studio just makes these games really well. And they're good games, they're well crafted, they're well regarded. They're not really for me, typically. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's fair.
But this one, I don't know. I got into it. Maybe it's time to reevaluate things. You know, tastes change. I didn't used to like olives.
One of the fascinating things about this game is it's very tight mechanically. You got Vampire Sword if you want it. Yeah, there it is. It's very, very tight mechanically. Obviously, like, it's a great time when you're playing this game, when you're running around, when you're doing stuff. But the thing that hooked me, and I think that transcends it, is the mechanical progression of things like the mirror, of things like the unlocking the gods, that you can unlock each weapon. The writing is phenomenal. Then you add the voice acting, the storytelling, and you're just like, wow, there's just so many check marks. And I think what's neat is it could probably attract people in the opposite direction as well, right? They can come in for the storytelling and then maybe get hooked after. Oh, I think you take Hermes here.
Yeah, yeah.
Early Hermes is phenomenal.
Early Hermes. Can you imagine if we get the money per room?
You like the side hustle? It's good. I'd also take attack speed because of our synergy with lightning right now.
Yes. These suck.
Yeah, they do. I mean, greater evasion is fine.
Yeah,
it helps
I
you
guess.
With the don't get hit forehead.
20% more
So
health,
later-
kind of.
Later on, you get a phenomenal ability that allows you to reroll. And so if you see all three of these, you can spend a reroll and it'll offer you three other choices, which really helps you sort of dial in a specific build. It's not necessarily to reroll something that's bad or good, but if you're looking for building towards a legendary or trying to get specific duos or something like that, that's really good. Yeah, I think you just take greater evasion. I also think we see our chaos putting in some work there too, right? Because we had an epic and a rare.
Yes, agreed. Well, let's go visit Meg.
Which Fury do we get today? Oh, only one. Never mind.
I think you get your first alternate on like your 10th run.
So there's a fantastic other story that continues on in here, and it's revealed that Zag and Meg are ex-lovers.
Yeah, yeah.
And a lot of the tension comes up due to the fact that Zag is kind of just like a spoiled brat.
Yep.
And you can later reconcile, and then it also gets very interesting because you also have a loving relationship with what's stupid sexy death? What's his name?
Thanatos.
Thanatos. And you're in this like fantastic little love triangle between Meg and Thanatos. You know, Thanatos. Stupid sexy death.
It's true.
Have you had a chance to look at extreme measures at all?
I have not.
So extreme measures is one of the heat modifiers that you can add. And what it gives you is an alternate version of all the boss fights.
Really?
Which is very cool and very interesting. And in the extreme measures version of this fight, you fight all three Furies.
Truly. At the same time?
So, well, you're fighting one, and each one has their own attack. So, for example, Meg does these circles on the ground. What are their names? Like Sisyphus and
Siphony and
murder. They all have a special attack. So one is like a ranged attack, another is a big blade. Electo, thank you. And what happens is, as you're fighting the main one, the main mechanic, the other sisters will show up and then have those attacks too, and the arena just basically becomes an enormous mess of hitboxes.
That sounds kind of fun, actually.
It's lovely.
She hit us 3 times. Unacceptable.
I mean, that's kind of her thing.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's swap out our keepsake for
Keepsakes hold power.
something else. We don't really have much of interest here.
What does the little perfume dripper do again?
That is Meg's earring. It's like Red Tearstone ring in Dark Souls, only it's very hard to control our health in this game.
Well, especially with lifelink and the fact that, I mean, at 35% health, we'd have less than 10 hit points, so probably not great.
Probably not great. Do we just want to try and roll, like, crit chance?
Well, I don't know what Artemis adds to this particular one.
Yeah.
I think maybe just throw down Acorn or even Backstab and just run with it. We can unlock another god later.
I think I kind of like Black Shawl here.
Should help.
Yeah, you're right. What do you got for us? Nothing. Really. We don't care about health items because we have Vampire Sword, so...
We have our own sustain, heck yeah.
Yeah.
this heat.
Welcome to hell. Welcome to Asphodel.
I have heard that it is eventually revealed that you did this to Asphodel. Asphodel
Really?
is in mythology. Asphodel is like a a pleasant meadow, right? Asphodelia are a kind of flower. And when you first arrive, Zagreus is like, "What the hell happened to this place?" And apparently, you broke something. You diverted a river of
And just
magma.
flooded it with lava?
Yeah.
Really?
This is what I've been told, at any rate.
Huh. That's kind of fun. Ooh, here's an interesting choice. Money, which is always good, or Poseidon. So Poseidon gives us knockback, which I think is kind of a non-bow when you're a close range weapon.
Agreed.
Unless you want to try and hammer somebody against the wall. Knockback is also really difficult in this zone in particular.
Yes.
Because there's not a lot of objects for it to complete. Poseidon is very, very powerful in the fourth act.
Where you can just hammer somebody into a wall. Here you can knock them into the lava, but they can just walk out again.
Yeah. I do also really enjoy Poseidon's knockback on the dodge. But we already have Divine Dash for the reflect. So maybe just take the money and try
I think
and get...
taking the money here is correct.
So somebody's going to correct me if I'm mistaken here, but there's a certain point where you lock in your main abilities, and at that point you've effectively locked in your gods, and it stops offering you more and more. So it can be often advantageous to stack in the same god over and over, because that allows you to start unlocking more of the synergy abilities than just being offered the same abilities there and there, over and over again. Therein also gives you an opportunity to get like your duo boons, your legendary boons, and go from something that is just a couple of skills to something that feels like a build, like something that feels like it has a coherent plan.
Yes, yeah.
Then a nice thing later on as well is if you've accidentally locked in all of your gods, but you really want something, you can still use relics to force a god to appear, which is kind of cool.
Yep. And you can also sell something, right? Although I don't think I've ever sold one of my boons and felt like...
Sometimes it's nice to pick up a duo just to sell it because they're worth like 300 gold.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
You're like, oh, this duo doesn't do much for me. Yeah, the money you get is based on the rarity of what you're selling. And there are some duos that just do not necessarily synergize with what you're trying to do or with your playstyle. But like skipping isn't really an option.
Yeah, you
right?
just can't say,
so
no,
like,
I'm good.
I'll take this. I'll take this with the intent to try and sell it later. There we go. Now we have money for a store.
Yeah, let's go and see what's in the boutique.
Let's see what's up for sale.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Charon, you said it, dude. You said it.
Care to provide me any insight as to just what sort of hideous monstrosity awaits me over on the next infernal island?
Oh, we got Athena coming up again though, which is good.
Yeah. I think we... Did I just take the gems and the rando pomegranate?
I wouldn't buy gems. You get so
Yeah.
many gems later on, and your money is so important for getting stronger. Unless you're really interested in unlocking progression, you can just save the gold there.
Yeah, and like...
But, like, let's talk about things where Poseidon is fine. Poseidon would be fine as our right-click, or as not our cast.
Yes,
And
our-
Poseidon's call is also quite strong. So if we want to get a little bit stronger, we can grab that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't hate it. I don't like Tempest Strike. Special could be okay.
I think that's fine, because
Yeah.
it's already an AoE attack. And you're probably fine if they knock back there, because then you can just dash in and close the distance. And it's a good finisher.
I like the way you think. Do we take the random pomegranate?
I wouldn't.
No.
I don't think it adds that much. I mean, it is fine on your main attack.
But like, if it hit, we've already had to upgrade our dodge once, and that feels bad.
Yeah, if it hits Divine Dash, you're just like, well, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is a tough fight.
It should be fine with the Athena dodge.
remember when I was just learning the game, this encounter ended a lot of runs for me.
Ow!
Yeah,
Oh,
they've got that
big
wombo
slops.
combo where you can get frozen and then smushed.
Was that a Death Defiance? Oh my god. It was. I have
One of
to
the
stop
risks
sucking.
of the sword. No. One of the risks of the sword is we have no ability to soak more than one hit in a row, right?
Yep. How are
I
you
also
still
don't know if we
alive,
lifesteal-
lady?
I don't know if we lifesteal through armor either.
Our second Death Defiance.
It's a tough fight. It's a tough fight. It's a tough fight.
Yeah, that's the one where the Vampire Strike really hammers you, is when they
That blasted giant Gorgon head.
when they just do like enormous amounts of damage in a single hit.
Yeah, because
Oof.
you can't lifesteal back up to it, right?
Yeah,
And early on, mirror, you just don't have high enough base health. It's very risky.
Yep. And like what else was I going to say? Our Death Defiance restores were also being penalized.
Yeah, you come back within one shot range still because of our max health. Hello, Hypno.
You look like someone who just got turned to stone, then crushed to a bloody pulp by the Mega Gorgon of Asphodel. Am I right? Oh, look, I'm sorry to
That's
hear that.
oddly specific, Hypno.
I won't tell you, so don't you worry about that.
That's very reassuring.
Hypnos is just like the guy where you show up to work and he's like, "Oh, you look like you didn't sleep well last night." You know, I find that what I do when that happens to me is I just don't do that. I try to go to sleep earlier.
Have you tried sleeping? Yeah.
And you just want to pick him up by the ankles and beat him against the floor. I hate him so
Amazing.
much. I hate him.
Why, I can scarce believe my eyes. Is that you, boy? Cerberus, look who it is. He's back.
Cerberus looks mournfully toward the prince.
No need to drag the dog into this, father.
Anything you say to me, you say in front of Cerberus. You might even learn a thing or two from him of listening and of obedience.
I suppose we can give the dog a thing.
Infernal watchdog Cerberus regards the underworld prince with mixed emotions, from purest joy to deepest melancholy.
You watch over things for me, won't you, boy? You know I'd take you if I could.
Get the dog drunk.
Does this unlock the necklace for us? Because
It
that's a
does.
very strong early relic for
As one of Cerberus's
pushing, I guess. I don't know what word to use there.
another muzzles something back into his hand.
I mean, I really feel that your dog should not be able to remove its own collar.
Doesn't even have thumbs. Wait a second.
There's a good boy.
That's very funny. Yeah, you pet that dog, Cam. Yeah. I suppose the two heads could work in cooperation to take the collar off the third head.
You know, that does seem plausible. Is there anything we actually want here? I suppose at this point of the
Scroll
game,
down.
we're just saving up.
sorry.
Right?
Yeah. Some of the early like work order upgrades to unlock the world and make it better are very good.
Mm-hmm. Like the
Like more infernal troves are fine. I think that's worth 10 gems.
yeah, sure. Seems fine.
Contractor, my good shade, have yet another job for your distinguished team.
I cannot concentrate with you about.
Thanks, Dad.
Nix, I have to ask you something. Are you certain that my search isn't in vain? My mother, what if she's gone?
Your mother yet lives. There can be no other explanation. For if she did not, she would be with us. Here.
I love that dialogue. Yeah, they're alive. We're in the land of the death here.
Pretty strong circumstantial evidence that she's still alive.
I think I turned out okay.
Can we just appreciate for a second the picture of Theseus on the wall as the employee of the month?
Or that's Achilles, but yeah.
Oh, is that Achilles? Oh, yeah. So I just saw the blonde hair for a second. It always cracks me up.
Yep. I love how it's never you. It will never ever be you.
What are your sisters up to these days, Meg? I've not seen them around.
Ooh, don't ask your ex about her sisters, dude. That's not gonna.
Some kind of wars there meant lots of business here. I'm left to hold the line and deal with you.
I'd ask you join me for a drink, lad, but I know you've a task ahead of you, and liquor dulls the senses. Fortunately so, under most circumstances except yours. Leave me to it, will you? And I'll have one for the both of us.
Some other time, Achilles. Just checking in on you, but I'll be on my way again shortly.
It's like when you're out at the bar and your friend is like, "Oh, you're driving. I better have yours." It's like I didn't order anything, but I mean, yeah, no.
I never quite got into the rhythm of just sitting here and watching them chop. It's very nice.
It has like very, very good sound. There we go. Yeah. Anything good in the shop? This is a toupee, right? He's got a little toupee.
That they're wearing?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
It's in stock.
2 keys for 20 gemstones. Don't like.
It's just like, would you like to unsell anything here?
Oh, hi, Dusa.
What are your thoughts on Dusa? Chat loves Dusa. And
Everyone
I've always
seems
been like,
she's a little like I like being polite to Dusa. Yeah, there's no reason to be rude to her. But like I don't navigate crushes well, right?
I like that. You're like, I tolerate Dusa. Right?
Oh, no,
5 keys to unlock. I think we want to unlock the new weapon though.
Yes, agreed.
Because we don't have a lot of darkness.
Skelly.
Wants us to shield, but we can unlock the fists. Just get them out of the way.
We can do both.
Yep.
Yeah.
Our strength combined surely cannot be stopped.
Do you have a preferred weapon?
I honestly like the bow quite a lot. Sword I honestly enjoy quite a lot. Sword kind of like all sings, all dances.
Yeah. Well, again, it's like the vanilla weapon, right? I think the
Yep.
part of shield that I don't use nearly enough is the block.
Yes.
Because while you're holding down charge, you're also blocking, which is very cool.
Yeah, it is a useful weapon, and I know a lot of people who like it. I don't enjoy its style that much, but that's just me. That's just me, you know. Do we have anything that goes particularly well with it? I mean, with shield, I feel you want Poseidon.
Poseidon's fun. I also like, especially just for the basic one, Athena.
Yeah.
Like knockback on the left hand. Knockback on main attack is good. Athena also has a fine damage percent multiplier. And it's weird. There's a couple different ways to play shield. One is you just constantly bull rush, which is like the charge, go, charge, go, charge, go. The other is to like dash forward and just spam little baby attacks. And then maybe later on with an upgrade, you could do like a Captain America build where you just like throw your shield a whole bunch. It's very versatile.
Yep.
So it depends which way you like to play. Because if you like to do the charge attack, finding a god that has a high percentage multiplier is very good. So for example, like Aphrodite or Demeter.
I'm ready. Time to collect.
All right, Athena. What do you have for us this time?
My owl pendant, noble cousin. Wherever it should go, I faintly see it shimmer from afar, even where you reside. For
Is this the same options but just different rarity?
Yeah. I mean, like... Okay, deflect on special, not good with shield, I feel. Because
It's
you
a
don't
little
have
bit
any
harder
control.
because it'd be like trying to have deflect on main attack on bow. Like, are you going to try and throw your shield to knock back things? Or you don't get quite the incidental value out of it that you do on, like, main attack.
Agreed. Like, purple phalanx shot might be kind of picante. But dash is always dash.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know. I hate phalanx shot. I don't know what it is about it. Because you're like, when are you ever... You want to use your spell for damage. When are you ever going to, like, instinctively try and throw out your spell? Like, it doesn't do enough damage to be a good damage source. And it's weird as a defensive ability. I don't know. I find it very strange. See? Yeah, shield gang.
I honestly kind of like phalanx shot in one situation, and that is against the Hydra. I find it entertaining to just feed it a phalanx shot when it's lining up its big spit attack.
Sure. Take that, Lenny. Lerny.
Yeah.
Interesting choices.
Ares, I'm not sure is a good match for the shield. I think Ares wants you to stack light attacks.
It depends on the Doom
ability.
build. I'm not a huge fan of the Doom build, but the spell ability is very, very, very strong. The Ares cast, the Ares call, and leveling those up are unbelievable. But then again, early chaos is great.
Yeah, like chaos in first room. Wait, is this first room? This is second room. Let's take chaos. I think
It'll wear off. It'll help.
Yep.
Start to sculpt some things.
Ooh, lore.
Within the underworld's quietest, most solitary, darkest abyss lies hidden evidence of the beginning of all things, of chaos, the most ancient sculptor that has shaped this world.
I'd best take all the evidence I find.
You come to my domain bearing an all-seeing artifact that sprang from me after the dawn of time. It is considered a defensive instrument, I do believe. Though I suspect you have discovered, or soon shall discover, it is nothing of the sort.
More money.
It's early enough. You might be able to pull it off with just shield throw and dash.
I agree. Actually, I think it's the one that I like the most here.
Can't earn money, but your cast deals more damage. Boring. And yeah, actually, yeah. I think you just go that way and just remember, don't main attack.
Yep. Just...
So Ares, go ahead.
Oh, just eat the shield.
Yeah. So Ares is strange because it feels in some ways like Dionysus. It feels like a god that's very hard to support something else. If it's not like your first pick and you're not building off of it by itself, I often have a hard time. But then again, sometimes if you have a build and you're like, all right, what do I need for more damage? Like, I'm feeling light on this. Getting an Ares cast and then suddenly, or like the Ares dodge. Because sometimes on the Theseus fight, when he's transforming phases, if you just dodge on him like 6 or 7 times and drop a whole bunch of those tornadoes of death, he just melts.
Yep.
Like on a stationary enemy, it's incredible how much damage you can do there.
Ow! Oh, I'm just getting demolished here.
Well, suddenly not being able to use your main attack, you're just like, what do I do?
Yep.
Right?
Can't dash attack, and that's basically all I do in this game.
We got sustain. It's all good. It's all good.
Excuse me, I'll just do 5% of your health to you, then run away. We're gonna be here for about an hour.
Do you have the ability to stack damage if you have casts in them?
Does not appear so.
Nice.
The deflect kill.
Yeah, get him.
All right, tons of fun.
Maybe losing our main attack this early was difficult.
It's been an interesting. Oh.
Right,
I
we still don't have a
forgot.
second ability. Oh, the early palms. You're like, come on, man.
Yeah. We're not doing the mini boss.
I think that's fair. Buy someone a drink
Yeah. Oh.
or a free drink
Yeah.
and a free heal. Feels good.
All right. Pure skill. Oh, we can even go see
Ooh.
Sisyphus.
You want to go talk to Boldy?
Yeah. Although I think it's going to be a long time before we can talk to Boldy.
So this is another great moment. I also love how many people are now familiar with the tale of Sisyphus words, just because of this game.
Well, like, I think there's probably an interesting argument to be made. This might, like, Greek myth is not coherent, really, right? Like, depending what you read, like, certain figures or certain other figures, like, the one that springs to mind immediately because I'm staring at it is that Zagreus and Orpheus are kind of, like, interchangeable in certain myths.
I think I might have gotten lucky.
Money?
Yeah,
Do we just roll Sisyphus for his lunch money?
it's not a bad idea. If you're using the darkness one, there's a cool part here where darkness is also a heal.
healing?
But,
Yeah, you can get, like, yeah, you double up.
but I think we just take money here, try and get stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, mate.
Because we get a heal anyways. Ooh, interesting.
Okay.
Weak on main attack might be pretty good here. We don't get to use it. We have one more fight where we're still debuffed, unfortunately.
Oh, no!
Oh, this is actually really
This is
bad.
Really bad. How do we feel about losing our run in Styges? Is this Styges? I always forget.
Sticks? No.
Sticks.
Tartarus, that's right.
Tartarus.
Thank you, chat.
Tartarus, I barely knew them. Wait, no, that...
I like, yeah, the only constant in Greek mythology is Zeus having sex with everything. Just everything. How many kids do you have? Yes.
Dynamic play.
What up, gamers? Are we almost through its armor?
Oh, no, we're not. No, not even remotely.
Oh, no.
I've been working on the railroad. Luckily, we don't really need to target the shield, so we can just kind of focus on avoiding damage.
This is a really interesting fight. So there's a, we're talking about extreme measures later, which is the ability to add a new dimension to the boss fights. And in the extreme measures for the Hades fight, he actually summons a bunch of friends, which includes this. So picture you're fighting Hades, and then this crystal homie shows up.
Oh, no good, no good. Please, I beg you.
Oh, we almost got rid of that armor. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, now the fight can truly begin.
Oh, we can't even stagger this enemy, eh?
Nope.
I was hoping that maybe when their shield was down, if we hit them, they didn't shoot laser anymore. Can't believe Chaos would betray us like this.
This is the worst pain imaginable. Oh, come on. Oh. There are times where it's kind of hard to see what's going on, especially when one of the little crystal homies just parks on top of you and does 8 damage in a second.
Sometimes it's hard to see what's going on when the entire screen is filled with hostile lasers.
I'm bored. Oh, we took 10 damage in there somewhere. I wonder why.
It's impossible to know at this point.
We're also not effectively able to, like, what? Come on.
Got there. We got there. Do we
That
want to give?
sucked.
Wait, we already have Afro,
Yes,
right? So we don't
yeah.
want to. We don't want to get her a thing.
Two
fine.
death
It's over now.
defiances against the crystal, man.
Maybe we'll get another death defy back from a store or something.
The goods.
There we go. Hello.
Yeah, 98% bonus attack damage is no joke, and inflicting
That
weak.
seems just double our attack straight up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take it. Now that we can use it again.
So Aphrodite has one of the highest multipliers on base attack in the game, which is very cool. Yeah, now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
Now
turkey.
we're online. All right, I have a question for you, Cam. Why do you think she does the most damage? Is it because love hurts or love conquers all?
I mean, I think there's a host of moderately vulgar answers you could give to why Aphrodite inflicts so much damage.
Right? I mean, she just slaps, right?
Yeah.
All set.
Just like,
Oh, what else do we have here?
keys or gems. I suppose keys are
Both.
always useful.
Keys are pretty important to unlock more of the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Gems are important to unlock more of the prophecy stuff. It's like, at this point of the game, pick your poison. Later on in the game, I'm sitting on like thousands of gems.
I am
It's like,
still
what do I
in
even
my
do with all these gems?
in my home game. I am still like hurting for them.
If you follow the suggested weapon, it does add up. Like that 20% bonus is pretty good.
Oh, that applies to gems as well?
Yeah, gems and darkness.
Oh. Well then. Ooh.
Ooh, I love this room. This room is so fun. So this is
Yeah.
a situation where you get two boons. You have to pick a god and offend the other. And honestly, I think you're fine here. Athena's one of the easiest ones to do.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
the two
because Athena
abilities-
just shields one of the monsters, right?
Yeah. You just get so much stronger after this. And yes, it's challenging, but like considering we have two abilities right now.
Mm-hmm. Doubling them?
Yeah. Also, I find Aphrodite to be probably one of the most challenging in here because not only does it deal high damage, but it stuns you for half a second, which is very bad.
Kind of like life affirmation.
Sure.
It's not exciting, but it's probably like I like boons that are going to be good against bosses, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
And like Dying Lament looks like it's very, very good at killing things that we're already pretty good at killing.
Dying Lament clears rooms fast,
Yeah.
which can also be good.
Like that would have really helped against the crystal, maybe?
Oh god, yes.
But-
Wow, that would have... Yes. Either one is fine. Life Affirmation lets us get stronger, probably see more of the game. I think Life Affirmation's a safer pick.
I agree. I kind of like things that just allow us to see more of the game at this point.
Yeah. The only thing we have to worry about in this game is like keeping our distance from an invulnerable enemy. Other than that, we're just like, it doesn't make this fight harder, just makes it take longer.
All right.
That's the way it is then.
Oh, but we can still bully the invulnerable enemy.
Oh, it triggered the trap when he knocked it over. That was really funny. You're like, really? Come on, game. Ooh.
Oh! Whoa! Ying? Excuse me.
Yeah!
Coming through. Enjoy wall. Okay.
We've better things to do, I think, than fight amongst ourselves over a matter.
We might be able to get a Deathify back here, which would be kind of nice.
Ooh,
Let's see what we get, though. Boo!
Yeah, no,
These
I don't...
abilities suck!
Yeah, these all honk.
So, Blinding Flash is really weird. It just means that your dash now gives a chance to explode. I mean, unless you're going to take other deflect ability that doesn't do much. I guess it's your poison right now. 5%
Yeah.
is so little when we only have 30 health, right?
I think Phalanx shot, just to have
Sure.
a cast.
Fill up those slots. Yeah.
Yeah. Not exciting. We can get all of these.
Buy everything. Just clear them out.
Yeah. I'll take one of everything. Hermes, what are you doing, buddy? Well, we don't take
First and
damage.
third are both fun.
So, yeah, I think third.
Yeah. I don't really know how that works, but I imagine it's powerful.
Yeah, let's agree to that.
All right, Ares, what you got for us?
Special inflicts doom. I think that's actually pretty good with our shield throw.
On the Captain America? Heck yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then a hero with fries.
Should help keep me going.
Extra
All right.
tzatziki, please.
All right, Meg. Hello again.
Oh, hi there.
Finally.
Hello, Electo.
Really?
You must be one of Megan's
I mean,
lovely
sorry.
sisters.
Hello,
I don't
question
believe
mark,
I've
question mark, question mark.
Yeah, I like how Zagreus hasn't met Meg's family.
Yeah, despite the fact that they used to be lovers, how do you not know any of their sisters?
Yeah, come on, man.
Not having to clean up Meg's messes.
I get the feeling. I'm
How
starting to
busy are they in other places? I don't understand.
Anyway, I always wanted to kill a god. You'll have to do.
Well, didn't need that.
Hades doesn't even allow them in the house. Oh, that's not good. This is a fight where having deflect is also very good because she throws out so many particles.
Yep.
Get him, Cam. Yeah. More dots.
She's powering up.
Yeah, this is a
Oh,
beautiful
her
thing about the shield.
Beyblades. Enraged? What did I do?
Well, you punched her several times.
I mean, I thought that was kind of the what we were going for here. Why do you get a Beyblade? Why don't I get a Beyblade?
You do later, actually. There's a shield upgrade, a shield form later on that turns your right click into a Beyblade that chases you around.
Oh.
It's very cool. It's probably my favorite shield form. GG. Cam wins.
Very much.
Ah, victory. Always feels good.
For safekeeping.
We should take a break, actually. We're a bit overdue to run an ad. So why don't we
Sure.
take a break here? We'll be back in about 5 minutes, chat, and then we'll continue on our Hades playing. All right, catch you on the flip side. Hey everyone, I am back.
We returned.
We do.
We returned last week on Talking Simulator. Electo was defeated. We move on, victorious, but at what cost?
Electo became defeated. Electo experienced a defeat.
Won't bother asking how come all my keepsakes are here.
So I like just switching to dog collar at this point.
Yeah, we're kind of a hurting unit.
Okay.
Tooth might also be useful, but
I needed one of those.
That's fine. Look, we
hoisted by our own Picard.
Well, it's like you either spend money to get stronger or you spend money to get less dead. They're two sides of the same coin, right?
It's true. It's true.
All right, we're back in Asphodel.
Let's see if I can avoid wandering through any pools of magma. Oh, heart. Good. Good.
That's
I think
also very good.
We always take those when we see those with our Aphrodite boon.
That must be one of those infernal troves.
Oh, we took that, didn't we?
Yep. Now, if you'll excuse me, instead of actually attacking the enemy, I'm just going to dash around in circles until I deep fry myself.
That's fine. Like, find somewhere cozy to go. I mean, I think everyone is greedy of over dashing in Asphodel and just ending up way more on fire than you have any right to be.
Yeah. Oh man, did you see that guy die to the grenade? Big pogs. Trove trial for gems? You have to be kidding. Gag me with a spoon.
All right, what else do we have access to here? We have Chouse
or another heart.
Look, Chouse has been cruel to us so far.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they have, haven't they?
This is 33 bonus hit points. It's going to put us to 141. That's a healthy life total.
I like that. Yeah, Chouse doesn't get a lot of, everyone seems to love Chouse, but, like, they've been kind of shit to us this run. Or not this run, this session.
Now, wait a second, I don't think they have our best interest in mind, do they?
What a jerk.
So I do like how there are, throughout every one of the acts, like an indication of the mechanics that you're going to have to fight. So, for example, these small little hydras in anticipation for the Lerny fight with like the heat-seeking missiles. Those shots that these walking zombies do are also the ranged attack that Lerny fires.
Yep.
So just teaching you, okay, what's the tell for them? What is the direction they move? The fire that shoots out of the lava is another thing that Lerny can do.
See, this is what I love doing with Phalanx Shot.
Yeah.
It's not an efficient timing thing, but oh, it feels good. I think we take the darkness here. We don't have enough money for anything.
Sometimes you're like, maybe I just go through the store for free floor, but I don't know. If you're not getting stronger, sometimes it's difficult, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to just like get to health bonuses too for going to the store, but honestly, like I think we're probably okay. Apart from the fact where I went through 2 death defiances in Styx, which did not happen, and we're not going to talk about.
No, that room never happened. Have you tried out the other Death Defiance?
Is that the one where you get 1 per room?
Yeah, it's very interesting, especially if you're not getting stuck. Like if there's one fight that is really hard you're stuck on, maybe having more Death Defies and getting there and stacking them up is a better way to do it. But if it's the sort of thing where you're maybe occasionally just dying in a hallway fight or dropping one at a boss, having a refreshing one just lets you get way further in the game.
I could see that, yeah. I think my problem is that I die, like, in boss fights. Usually.
Sure, yeah, in which case you want as many as possible.
I realize I have not died in boss fights in this today at all. I've died to mini bosses and rando things. But typically, I choose to believe that I die to bosses.
That's fair.
Aphrodite
So
or
this is a tough pick
Artemis?
here. So at this point, you ask yourself, because you've basically filled everything. Call is good for both of them, which is like the God Summon ability. Both are incredible one-shot abilities that can finish off the final phase of a boss. That's what like Aphrodite and Artemis both do here. You have to ask yourself, what support skills do you want more? Do you want to try and start getting some of the weak synergies? Weak lasts longer, weak targets take more damage, because that's what Aphrodite is going to offer you. Or through Artemis, you could potentially get way higher damage. The two abilities being adding flat crit percentage on everything, or focus fire, I believe what it is.
Yeah, where you
the ability
fire
that
arrows, right?
keep seeking arrows absolutely everywhere. So I kind of feel like this is a coin flip and up to a preference for you.
I think I want to try to start stacking weak debuffs and
Cool.
see where that takes us, because Artemis is a fave. I love Artemis, but I'm not necessarily sold on her with shield, and I don't think we want to get into a... Are we in a fourth god?
4 is fine. I think you only have 2. No, we do have Ares, don't we?
Yeah,
we have Ares on
Ares.
our right throw. This would be our 4th god. So we could just try and get 3, yeah, and then just pick up a call and then close it out.
Yeah, I like that.
Time for another voyage.
Ah, the Ship of Nightmares.
Yep.
This apparently is a speedrunner's worst nightmare because it just takes forever. So this is an encounter. And I think this replaces the Mega Gorgon and Rock Friend that you fought last time.
I would certainly hope so. Ah, you didn't like that, did you? Eat
The
love
problem is
shield.
this barge just takes forever. Yeah. Eat shield, Asphodel scum. Oh god. Or witches. Witches is a fight that when you first start playing, you're like, this is miserable.
Yep. Yeah,
And then
like the
you get a little better, you're like,
bullet
ah,
hell.
no, it still sucks.
Yeah.
Pardon me?
It's a bullet hell, right? So you need a lot of precision, and if you're just kind of having like a loosey afternoon of playing video games, the witches are just miserable.
In the name of Hades.
All right, what you got for us, Aphrodite? We have a better Dying Lament offered again. And then we have, wow, these are all the ones that we want. We can do AoE for clearing rooms. We can have, this is good for boss fights. The other two are both great for boss fights.
I think I
Weak
like
duration plus 7.5 seconds. That's forever.
Wow, yeah, that is a super long time.
I don't know if we need it because we're applying weak with our main attack. Maybe if we were only applying weak with our cast, but because we're going to be hitting fairly constantly, I don't think Empty Inside really does that much.
Yeah, I like Sweet Surrender here, to be honest.
Also
Like,
a good
this is-
song.
It's true. 2011 says hi.
Oh, it's got to be older than that. Isn't Sweet Surrender from like the 80s?
Oh, I was thinking of a different song that was on like college radio in like 2010. They made like they were kind of a one-hit wonder. Dying Lament, this is as good as Dying Lament probably gets, but I honestly don't think we're struggling that hard to clear rooms, he said, lying. But I like things that help us fight bosses.
Sure.
Okay, let's take Sweet Surrender.
Let's break some hearts.
Bow, down, bow, ba, da, ba, down, bow. Hello, singular witch. I do like how each act the witch persists, but the fight, like the shot they do, is different.
Uh-oh. Two witches. buddy.
You want to set up that sweet cast murder? Cast self-murder? Oh, the mini Gorgons I hate.
Yep. Yeah, those things can go straight to hell. I mean, good news, I
Technically,
guess.
they already are there. Yeah, exactly, Cam. Oh, amazing.
Ying.
So, interesting thing. I don't often do this particular style of show, especially since 2020 has happened, and this really reminds me of just like hanging out at a friend's place, watching like a pal play a game.
This has been nice, Serge, honestly.
Oh, very nice.
20%
boosties? Heck
yeah, I think the 20% boosties to Heartbreak Strike here is just a straight shooter with upper management written all over it. Keys.
A lot of progression locked behind keys.
Eat shield, evildoer. Yeah.
Someone was feeling left out, so they came to hang out.
A gift.
What's in the fountain?
What's in the pool this time?
I don't typically love the yarn.
Yeah.
I find it's weird. I almost feel that like boon rarity can sometimes be a trap.
Yes,
where you
agreed.
can really fixate on it, and oftentimes what you just need most is a certain ability or certain synergy, and like it makes the numbers better, but the actual boon you get is way more important. And sitting at $250 and looking at a store, and I believe this might be the final floor before the boss fight, so that heart would be no fight, and at $250 you might be able to get no, you can't afford a boon and a heart, unfortunately.
Yeah,
because it's 150 for a boon and 100 for a heart. But with 141, you'll be going into the fight with 126 hit points. I think you're fine to take the store.
Agreed.
And to get a little stronger. Then we get to go fight Lerny for the first time.
Yeah, but I agree that boon rarity can be a trap when you like. You're looking at the purples.
Do we not have a hammer upgrade yet?
Hi there. We do not.
Oh yeah, chat's right. It's 125 for the heart. Not a hundo. It's 100. Yeah. Get that hammer. Whoa.
Let's get hammered. Interesting. I don't think I've ever used any of these before. I kind of
Dread Flight is fun. It's a Captain America shield. It bounces off of everything, and we do have the ability to apply Doom on right click. So what Dread Flight does now, especially in a room with a lot of enemies, is it applies Doom to everything, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Pulverizing Blow will proc our weak and then do additional damage in a single strike.
That is cool. One of the things you have to be careful with, though, is if you're not used to it, you don't realize how important the stagger is of interrupting attacks and the timing. Because a lot of times when you're getting close with a shield or something like that, you don't realize that the reason you're not getting hit is because of that damage there. And if you're aware of that, this is very strong because it does a lot of damage. But if you're not used to it right now, you can kind of goozle yourself. But you are primarily using your main attack for damage right now, so buffing that does make the most sense.
Yeah, like, I'm kind of curious about it. See, this is one of the things that I actually really enjoy in this game is that you can take... You don't... At least I don't. This might be different for other people. Taking bad or strange or perks that you don't necessarily understand feels very safe, right? Because what's the worst thing that's going to happen? You're going to die and you're going to play again.
Right. Oh, chat. Yeah, sorry. Chat's correcting me here. You can still interrupt the attack. The knockback, the range stuff is there. So you do get that small interruption. Thank you, chat. Yes, you are correct.
Okay.
That is
Suddenly I like
there's a difference
Pulverizing
there.
Blow a lot more.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
You still do need to be aware of that range, but yes.
You must have a lot of stops around these parts, don't you, Kiron mate? Most of the dead are here in Asphodel, correct? I'll just have a look around.
Have you encountered the membership card fight yet?
No, I don't believe I have.
There, you can fight Charon as a boss.
Really?
And what happens is you can find another pedestal in there that has like a bag of money that's worth 300 on it, and it pulls you down into a battle arena where you have to one-on-one Charon. And if you win, it gets you like 20% off, and he will straight kill you because it's tough. If you take it in Act 1, you think you get the most value because it gives you the discount card the longest, but you need to be strong or very used to it. It's tough. It's tough.
Wow. Okay.
All right, they're saying it only works though if you get a shop that's not immediately before the boss.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But yeah, it's a good fight. It's a hard fight.
Do not try to shoplift from Charon.
Bone Hydra, you look different.
Oh, what are you gonna do this time?
Yeah, get him. So there's interesting tells in this fight. I like that the head slam only happens once now, but when you get into the third phase, the head slams 3 times. Just like an important thing to watch out for.
Oh, where do we clear first? I guess over here.
I do not appreciate that.
What am I doing? Brain, what are we doing here? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, your damage is great right now.
It feels really good. Come on, come on.
Yeah. I think your timing here is great too. You like attack a bunch, wait for the attack, get out, see what it does. There's the head slam.
Yep.
And then of course in the third phase it does a triple head slam.
I mean, there's no time limit, right?
No, exactly.
You can afford to just like back out and like.
Yeah. Well, this is like Dark Souls. This is another one of those games where you want to make sure you understand what the enemy is doing and then exploit that, because these games are all about creating like very obvious patterns and trying to telegraph that and then learning and exploiting those openings, right?
Yep. Yes. Full agree. That the game gives you a lot of information, so take advantage of it, right? It's there for a reason. Okay, well, I'm not gonna stand in the magma then, I guess. Fine. Sheesh.
Fair.
This is gonna be a triple? Lerny is not really slamming that hard here.
It's because your damage is slamming.
Mine.
There's the triple head slam. Yep. Got him! Got him! Let's go!
All right.
That's what you get. Should fetch me something good back home.
I'll take the stairs here. I think the stairs is the correct choice.
Bold move, but I'll agree with you on this one. Good judgment, good instincts, good instincts.
Thank you, thank you. It'll suit our build.
Sounds like progress to me.
I think we just kind of keep the collar.
Keep running the collar, level it up. It just gets better and better the longer you go.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm not sold on any of these. On to
Elysium.
Elysium, where they have a disco.
Much nicer climate.
All right. One time, no baby
These guys are
chariots.
Probably expecting me.
I mean, I find them obnoxious, but I've never been too against them. Like, you can get a store item that removes them. Ooh. Pick your poison, Cameron.
Oh, we got
Not
it.
much hesitation, eh?
Well, I mean, like, this is 33 health. That's good. That's really good. But I think the hammer is...
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's do it.
I don't necessarily like it when hammers show up this kind of late into a run. I like it when they can be more when they appear earlier and can be more build defining.
So typically you get 2 hammers each game. You get one in Act 1 and one in Act 3. And it tries very hard to give you 2. So for example, if you don't get offered or if you skip the hammer room, it'll show up in the store on the first act. You'll typically only get a hammer in Act 2 if you miss the one in Act 1. And then it's pretty common for a hammer to be offered to you right there.
Oh, suck it, nerd. Okay.
And using Hades as a way to work through some issues here.
During your dash, your special is faster and deals 200% damage. Interesting. Hold special to charge your throw for up to 200% base damage.
Your shield becomes a bow.
That's kind of interesting.
So Explosive Return is the only one that rewards you for playing exactly as you're playing. It's just
like
an upgrade.
That. Yeah. Let's do that. That's pretty straightforward.
Never been a finer
Yeah, because a lot of the damage we're getting from shield right now is going to be from applying Doom because you don't have a percentage modifier on it. So other way around. I think you just take money here.
Yeah.
Oh, are you a fan of boons? Sorry, I don't want to correct you if you're not.
No, I mean, like, what would we be getting out of improving our boons? We would be increasing the Doom damage, maybe. Increasing base attack, which is already pretty high, so maybe not great.
Like, they fall off pretty quickly is what I find about boons.
Yes. Maybe increasing our bonus damage against weak.
So my thought process is 100 gold, which is what you get from a room there, is going to be enough for you to buy another god.
That is correct, actually. You're right. You're absolutely right.
And I always figure a new boon is going to be way more than the boast from a palm. With the exception of like very specific builds, so if you're doing the gun and you're doing that like speedrun build where you drop a rocket on yourself and you try and do lightning, like unless you're trying to level up very specific skills with an intention, like especially at this point in the game where you have so many skills and the palm is only going to select 3, unless you're just getting bonus passive palms that are selecting something randomly, I don't like to take those rooms.
No, that's fair. If it was me, I simply would not have dashed into the trap. Monster. I don't know why you did that. Kind of a 3-head move.
mean, yeah, look how slow that arrow is moving. Come on. It's just embarrassing here. Nice application of Doom on them there. Good stuff.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Oh,
we also have
right.
the bonus gold. I forgot about that. Oh, we're so good at this game, Cameron.
Why are we so good? No, I don't know. I don't feel any of these.
Oh, hey, remember all those
Patroclus.
death defies you were missing?
Yeah, let's go and see Patroclus.
Yeah. Let's just hit a little restart there, eh?
Fight fire with Patrick.
So this is a very fun side character that we get to add, and later you get to ship Pat and Achilles if you want to.
I mean, I feel that they already did a lot of the work on that, but you know, we can.
Numbers of eternal monuments in tribute to the greatest heroes which mortality can offer. There to.
This place is near as gloomy as the house.
Well, go on, stranger. Plenty more shades looking to fight with you out there.
I'm just passing through. You seem less warlike than the rest. May I ask your name, sir?
Names are there to be forgotten, stranger. You shouldn't be here.
Are you okay?
Oh, I just had the coaster stick to the glass.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you take this?
Yeah, replenish all uses of Death Defiance. Absolutely, I'll take it.
Seems good.
Seems good. Seems good.
Well, then it's yours.
Yeah, Pat is really weird. Pat is either an event that you're like, okay, Snore, I'm just going to skip this, or you're like, this is literally run saving.
Mm-hmm.
So here's a difficult choice. If we go, wait, we don't care about what's on our main attack here.
Heartbreak Strike.
Oh, this isn't the lightning attack. Okay, never mind. I don't think we care about Zeus here. I think we just get
No.
more money.
Yeah, agreed.
Because if you're using an ability where you don't use your main attack that much, you don't need the heal, and you have all your death defies, Pat doesn't offer all that much. I mean, I guess sometimes it's nice to be able to skip a fight if you really want to. Or you're like, oh my god, I'm behind, and Pat has just saved my run. This is incredible. I think my least... See, an enemy that I hate, I'll take little running explodey dudes anytime over these shield homies. But
Yeah.
the shields are a great way to train you on the Theseus fight.
They are.
Because they have the same attack pattern that he has, which is they'll attack and then they'll show their back to you, and then that's when you have to hit them, much like Theseus.
Also, it kind of... Not only does it train you, but it lets you test out the effects of certain boons, right? Like, catching our shield goes through their shield.
This is another tough point. We still don't have a call.
We don't, and the Poseidon call's not bad.
So the reason Poseidon Call is very strong is you can use it as a panic button to get out of a fight or out of damage. You can like iframe with it. And if you're used to the movement, you can actually do a ton of damage with Poseidon Call. So for the Theseus fight, for example, once you break it between phase 1 and phase 2, wait for the transformation, and all of the god attacks start happening, just do Poseidon Call, you dodge the whole thing and just run back and forth, and you can do probably half of his remaining damage, if not completely finish him off.
You know, that is a compelling argument. The only downside here is that we might get big butterfly ball, the triple B. But I mean,
big butterfly ball is tough. We do have enough damage though that just standing on the butterfly and beating it down as quickly as possible and not really worrying about the ads might work.
Yeah, let's give it a shot. It could also be Asterius.
It's Asterius.
Asterius.
So this is a fun fight. This is another great way to practice this upcoming boss fight, is literally practice champions.
And I do like that when you beat Asterius, he shows up with less health at the boss fight.
Mm-hmm.
Face both of you together, which doesn't seem particularly fair.
Life isn't particularly fair, short one, nor death. I'd have expected you to know.
The Theseus and Asterius fight is very interesting. Very, very interesting. And just like the particular movesets they have. Because I don't think either one by themselves is that challenging, but as soon as you add both, your brain is just like, oh no, what's happening here?
Yep. I mean, I love me a good Ornstein and Smo.
Right? Yeah.
Come on.
Hello, Minotaur. I really hope we get offered the call here.
Okay. Can't do that anymore.
So what's your strategy in the Theseus fight? Are you Theseus first or Asterius first?
I usually deal with Asterius first. Just because, like, well, I don't know. He comes after you most aggressively. Although, like, maybe I should try dealing with Theseus first. The problem is, I find when I go after Theseus, Asterius is very good at protecting him. And you can easily wind up in a situation where you kind of get them both into their berserk health at the same time, which is no bueno. No bueno. Oh, come on.
Well fought, well fought.
I respect your strength, short one.
This is a brand new save. There's no summons right now. Like, we haven't even unlocked the full mirror yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I win this round.
Lord Poseidon.
One time.
Oh, have we bought Poseidon a drink?
Oh, we haven't. I keep forgetting to use it.
Understandable. But first things first. Now let me add a little something to all that.
Yes.
Call.
Also the epic call. Epic
It's a very good call. Yeah.
Ooh. Hearts. Let's try not to die here. Oh, I hate it when their souls are armored.
Very nice. You went through that fight, took 5 damage, and then gained 36. So, you know, not bad, not bad.
All we need to do is do that 3 more times. And we'll be back up to full. I like not doing a mini boss right now.
Yeah,
big
I think
fan of
taking
not
darkness here is a good call, yeah?
Yeah, big fan of not doing a mini boss. Enjoy the grenade. The most dangerous game. Bouncing the big cast back into a witch. And then,
not just dashing into it and dying.
Yeah. Well, because when it hits them, it splits into their supernova, which can kill you. Ying. No, no, please no, please no.
Well, that's the big one. That's not the splody one. So that boss is also an excellent way of training you as to the part of the Asterius when he charges you, right?
Hmm. Woof.
Oh, we have a little chest friend over there. What do we got? It's a
think we
heal.
gotta take
It's a
it.
pre-boss
We gotta
fight
take
heal.
it.
As long as we end up with more than 51 health when this is done, it's worth it.
I really am.
Spam those buttons. Oh, shield enemies.
Oh, this is...
I think we've netted more than 51.
I think
you're going to get a pretty good heal there.
Yeah, 74. Okay. Okay,
And this is why spending those gems to unlock those chests are so big, right? Those troves. Whoo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cash.
Oh,
cash,
if we can
cash.
get to if we can get to the store with like $600.
We should have a store before the. Just use your right click. Just use your shield toss.
I like how they go meow. I don't know why they go meow, but
They're based off of cats. I can't remember exactly what it is here. Somebody in chat's gonna be able to help us out. But like, for some reason, I don't know why. Maybe it's the art or something like that. They are meant to be cats.
That's so strange. But I don't know. It works, you know?
Somebody says it's because you can't spell chariot without cat. Nemean lion, because they're Nemean chariots.
Oh.
Nemean?
Nemean?
I don't know how to pronounce that word.
Woof.
How does it feel to be part of the 1%?
Pretty good. Pretty good. So wealthy. Me and my homies making so much money.
All right, just triple god. Even that's fine. You're happy with this?
Yeah. Let's see if Aphrodite gives us anything else that interacts with hearts.
We might get a... I don't know if we get a duo at this point. If we have enough unlocked to get there. Hey, what's up, JR Plays Games? Thank you for that raid. Welcome,
Oh,
friends.
hey, yeah, welcome.
They really want us to have Dying Lament.
They really do.
Different League is also strong as a way just to make it better.
Yeah, 10% more health is kind of nice.
We're about to go into a boss fight too, which is great.
Agreed. Agreed. I like Different League here.
I feel fabulous.
It's because you are fabulous, Zagreus. Glad we agree. Okay, we're in business. We're back in business. Let's go and visit Theseus and Asterius.
Time for the main event.
So a lot of people talk smack about Theseus. I kind of unironically love him.
He's 100% playing to the crowd.
Right?
He's a professional athlete who is playing to the crowd here. Right?
This is a performer. This is a performer who knows his character and is nailing it.
Yeah, he's the heel, right? He is here to be like the smug, unlikable heel and make you love Asterius, right?
I think the best part is he's a memorable character. And that's what you want in a game, right? You want somebody, you're like, okay, I don't know if I remember any of Dionysus's dialogue, right?
Yeah. But like
Theseus, you're like, yeah.
He's absolutely not talking to you. He's
No,
talking to the
right?
crowd.
Yeah, I picture him on stage at a WrestleMania or something like that, looking at everyone else.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely.
If you want to get really greedy, you can listen for the sound cue of the spear throw and then hit him with your cast.
Yep.
But that's pretty greedy. I think play it safe.
I mean, I can also dodge it, right? Although, like, everyone loves the music in this game. It does make some of the audio cues a little hard to detect.
So you're about to hit phase 2 on the Minotaur.
Oh. Oof. Oofa doofa.
You got this. You got this. Remember, you can always slow it down.
Okay, we've got our greater call, but I want to save it for Theseus.
Yeah, I think you save it for phase 2 of Theseus. Because you're not going to get full... You'll be pretty close, but you won't have full ult charge by then. All right, one down. So every time he throws, he walks away and gives you a bunch of free backstab attacks. Every time he attacks.
Okay.
Yeah, so just wait for him to attack, and then he walks away.
Oh, hey, my cast. I like those. I like his, like, Shaolin war cry there.
Yeah!
Oh, what happened there, buddy?
All right, he should be switching any second now. He's like 1 or 2 hits away from switching phases. All right, so wait for the animation to end when the god things, and then pop your call.
Yep.
All right, so wait. Get right on top of him. And now, yeah. Now do a little dance. Yes. And he's down to 20% health. So same thing, as soon as he attacks, he walks away.
Can't do that again. Literally can't do that again. Well, we could take one more of those. But really, I mean... Phalanx!
You got the end here. You got the end. Go for the finish. GG.
Yeah,
GG. Well fought. Well fought. Well fought.
Thank you. Thank you. We're done here, Theseus. Hit the showers. Well...
Do you have a name for the shade? I like to call the shade Larry.
I just call him Orange. Call them Orange.
What's up? What's up, Shade? That was for you. #1 Shade. Let's go.
Yeah, our buddy. Our buddy. We just made them so much money.
Were they betting on us, you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Very nice.
Okay. Okay, this run feels good. Normally I don't like shield, but it's being very good to us.
Well, it helps that we have 200 hit points.
Yeah. Being
Right?
a complete brick house is great. We should take another quick break. It is 3:30.
Sure.
This will be our last ad break, and then we'll come back and we'll look at is it Styx? Styges? Styges is the bottom. No, wait, I always get them mixed up. The last zone. You can tell I'm used to playing with a 360 controller because I went to put it down and I went like this to get the control or the cord. All right, we'll be right back. See you in a few short minutes, everyone. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
So,
When we last joined our heroes, we successfully defeated Theseus and the Minotaur. I like heal here.
Yeah, healing is probably... Why not pick it up? We've got like 300 gold. Although, wait,
Well, you're
no.
also missing like 70 hit points.
Cerberus'
You wanna save it
shop
for-
is kind of unreasonable in this next section.
Yeah, it can be good.
Right?
The worst is when you get over there and it's nothing but palms, and you're like, "Oh man, come on."
Or sorry, not Theseus' shop. Or whoever I said, Charon's shop.
Yeah.
Tooth. Do we want to? I think I just like having the extra health here. To be honest,
I agree with that. Yeah.
That's the farthest I've come.
Especially considering that there's so much poison in this next region.
Yeah.
I think having just an extra buffer of health rather than another life.
Ground floor.
At last, the willful prince has ventured all the way up to the surface of the mortal realm. Yet still he is encased within the earth itself. The gateway to the underworld. A threshold from which there is no escape.
We'll see about that.
So I legitimately love how easily we can bribe Cerberus, the keeper of the underworld. That's just like, look, Doggo just wants a snack, right? Like,
Yep. Yeah. I love that he wants something utterly vile.
yeah. I don't quite understand the idea of the satyrs here and the significance of it. Like, why is that the treat? Why that's the enemy in this particular area? I don't know if anybody has the ability to shed some light on the lore behind that.
Honestly, I didn't really do a whole lot of Greek myth. I don't know if somebody in chat might. The satyrs are defiling and blaspheming the gods.
But why, why those enemies in particular? I feel like we low rolled on the shop here.
Yeah.
Ares is fine.
Yeah, Ares is fine.
Ares can potentially give us a Doom buff synergy or just a flat damage boost, but it's not going to. Maybe we have enough to get a weird duo. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we got.
I'll pay for that.
Yeah, Urge to Kill is fine.
Yeah, I think
just
that
like
sounds
60% damage to everything. Yeah.
Yeah, that seems good actually. Do we even want to buy a palm here?
Save the money in case we get a store and you can buy Deathify.
Right, yes.
I like to get those palms at the very end if they run out. You could also potentially get a Deathify from Athena.
Yep. But I kind of like going for the heart here, like right away.
Sure. So it's interesting. You the way this room works is you have to find the satyr bag at the end of one of them. It will always be between rooms 2 and rooms 5. The earliest you can find it is on the 2nd, and the latest you can find it is the 5th. Elite fights are interesting because there's one powerful enemy. Sometimes, though, the regular rooms are harder than the elite rooms, depending on like your play style and what one you particularly get.
Yeah.
So I think it's just personal preference what you want to do. And like our stacking health is fine. We'll have like 240 health.
The rats here make me extremely unhappy. Oh, they've got so much health. Please
but we
die.
have range damage. Yeah. You're getting there. Get him.
Oh, thank God. These things make me so nervous. I hate poison.
Definitely the scariest enemy here is the satyr, but it's good to know that you can deflect their poison arrows back at them, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is going well. This is going well. What are these homeboys about?
They're the same laser enemy as before, but it starts as a wide spread that focuses in a single beam. So it makes for the initial attack being a little bit harder to dodge, but they function the exact same as the ones that you fought in Tartarus. So if you hit them, they will stop shooting.
Okay. Well, they've already hit us kind of hard here.
Yeah, the hard thing is when they spawn in multiple directions.
Ow. That was a lot of hurt. So much hurt.
What's that called? A DAT? No.
Dot?
It's not a dot because it tracks. It constantly...
Right. Wait.
Yes, you have a shield.
That did 100 damage to us.
Well, that was in combination with the ceiling trap, yeah. So this is why I often find the non-elite rooms to be way more difficult than the elite rooms. There's a poison debuff in the lower... Oh, nice. You got the call off.
Would have been really nice if any of those had hit.
Nice gap closer with the call.
1 health.
Hey, 1 is not 0.
1 is not 0. Woof. Brutal.
Out of here. I'm back.
Brutal.
Let's see here.
Athena? I think Athena for a
Yeah.
chance at a death defiance.
Now, one of the nice things is you do get +3 for all of these small rooms too, which is one advantage this heal has over the darkness one.
Wait, it wouldn't let me use the fountain. It wouldn't let me use the fountain to cure.
That's really frustrating.
Yeah. So I just took a whole bunch of damage.
It's fine. We'll get a Death Defy off Athena, and we'll find a store for the other Death Defy, and everything will be perfect. Today, my music choice of preference has been like old bangers from my youth, and I'm rocking some KMFDM right now. Listening to
Nice.
Drug Against War, and I'm just here for it, Cameron.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
the
Drug
Angst
Against
album?
War. Yeah. I mean, I really liked Nile, personally. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
my KMFDM.
Oh, yeah.
But
This morning was Propagandy and Bad Religion albums.
nice. Which Propagandy?
The workforce is all about quantity or something like that. I can't remember.
I always liked Today's Empire, Tomorrow's Ashes, which might have been like their last one. Well, just take 100 damage here, no big deal.
As one does. You'll get a pretty big heal once you get to the final room.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you got more health. The collar leveled up. Cool. All right. Death defy. Death defy. Death defy.
One time. Come on, Athena. A duo.
Oh, we got a duo instead. All right. What is
Okay.
their duo? I think it's projectiles move slower. I can't remember.
Interesting.
And you, nephew, could have it even better here.
Cannot be stunned. Resist boss damage. There's the death defy above it though. Wait, you have 2 death defies.
Yeah.
Death defy makes you impervious.
Their duo is really good, though. Cannot be... Wait. Is it? Is it? Is their duo really good?
So the stun is interesting against Hades because phase 2 does include a big stun, but I think we take the death defy here.
Yeah. I think, yeah, we absolutely need the Death Defy to continue playing the game.
So now we can potentially high roll because we know any room we go to now is going to potentially have the bag at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So we can go for the elite fight because then we have a 1 in 3 chance of getting a free elite reward, which is kind of funny.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I like it more than the palm. The money is kind of meh because all you're doing is getting...
Yeah, more palms, basically.
Yeah.
Like maybe you get the we could get the Hermes boon, the Hermes boon, but like, yeah, I think
The
Ares
best thing
is
you're
the
gonna
choice
that
here.
is like maybe more dodge. No, I think you're fine.
It would be really nice to get like faster attack speed.
Yeah.
But let's try not to get our ass kicked too hard here.
It's okay. It's gonna be free.
That's really gross.
What's that?
It's just
the
like piles
glory
of
bits?
jibs with like teeth stuck in them. Or bones stuck in them, not teeth.
I mean, what is a bone?
Oh no, the dentist heard you. Internet dentist heard you. Actually.
All right, you ready for this? Here's another death defy in the store.
Yep. One time.
There it is. Easy game.
Come on.
What? I think we take the health here.
Yeah.
You know what? At this point, buy them all.
Yeah. Actually.
Should be useful.
Good call. Good call, Serge. Let's turn those rats into hot dogs.
All right, so you want to kill this as fast as you can, because the longer this fight goes that the elite stays up, the more ads are going to spawn.
Oh, where's the...
Right, you got time now.
Where's the thing?
Must be left. Where the hell? Oh, it's right there. Wow. You got lots of room here. Yeah, and no more odds should spawn because the elite's dead.
Oh, come on. I hate poison so much.
Do you have the Ares relic yet?
I don't. Might as
Buy him
well...
a drink.
Yeah, buy him a drink.
Please accept this offering for giving me such strength as necessary to succeed.
You are a flatterer, my death-inflicting kin, and I am feeling generous as well, so here, a small token for you of my affection.
You have my thanks, Lord Ares.
So much letting of blood, so much of it your own. Let's see to keeping you alive and in the fight a while longer, then.
Operation Impending Doom 2.
I think that's fine. I think the way we apply Doom is fine.
Yeah.
Battle Rage doesn't do much against Hades, and Death Defiance, I don't know. I find those abilities really awkward. You're like, well, I don't plan on dying. I don't really want to take advantage of it.
Agreed. Yeah, let's take impending doom. I don't think I want to sell any of these, really. I mean, we could sell Aphrodite's, one that's giving us bonus health gain on hearts.
Yeah, it's fine to check, right? I don't think there's any harm in looking.
Let's think about
Like,
this.
if we get rid of... Oh,
There it is.
30 coins, though. That's nothing.
Yeah, but we're not going to get any more. Wait, yeah, we already did the heart room. I think it's fine to sell.
Yeah.
That's one less.
And we still have to keep hunting, so that those 200 gold might come back and be very useful, right?
Mm-hmm. Nope. Money?
I think at this point you take the palm. Wait,
Yeah.
wait, that money is worth more palms. Hold on.
Yeah, money can be exchanged for goods and or services.
Wait, that ability affects heals? I thought it was only health increase.
I think it's only health increase, right?
That's my understanding. Let's find out. Maybe this is an interesting learning opportunity.
Maybe.
Whatever. It's spilt milk at this point. By the way, chat, I think the worst thing you can do is correct everything.
Yeah.
As an instinct, as Twitch chat's instinct to be like, actually, I believe you're mistaken. That should not be your first instinct. If you had that as a conversation with a real person, you would not be having a lot of conversations with real people.
Money, I guess.
Money is palms, unless you find, yeah, money is palms, right?
Yeah, money is palms. Oh, no. Just raining blow after blow.
Get him.
And we
You
turned
get
a
'em,
rat
Cam.
into a hot dog.
Yeah.
Skill.
These rooms are where Poseidon really shines. You can just melt everything if you have some good knockback, because the room is so small and there's walls everywhere. If you ever want to see a room just vanish, like Poseidon Dash and the rat rooms are beautiful. All right, here's our chance to get that other Death Defy. You ready?
I'm absolutely 100% prepared to see it here. I'll take the Hydrolite, I guess.
Buy it all. Buy it all.
Yeah, I guess so, right?
At this point, if we get the bag, these buffs will apply in the Hades fight. Oh my god, we have another room that's so... Oh! The 500% trap damage took all of their shield out in one hit because we bought that potion. Those traps
That was
are
the big brain
shredding them.
move. That was the big brain move.
All right, who in chat said don't buy the trap one? Raise your hand so we can all shame you.
Oh, we even procced poison on him. LOL.
Yeah. Oh, it does 4,000 damage.
I hate this.
God, that poison. I think as you're learning this game, probably the most punishing mechanic you can find anywhere is that poison.
It feels
It's so
bad.
devastating.
It feels so bad.
All right, well, we are in an extremely unlucky world where we have to go to literally all 5 hallways to fight Hades here. It's okay. We're gonna buy another Death Defy.
Oh, come on. Oh. Hate poison.
It's okay. Those traps do 4,000 damage to these enemies. Why do these vermin carry coin? Good question, Zag. Good question.
Where did they get that?
You don't mind if I call you Zag, right?
Satyr storage.
Oh, finally!
Power of Olympus.
So call does more damage, but not more time. That's a 4% boost, basically with all of your abilities, which is kind of meh.
Yeah.
I think it's call. You're going to get probably 2 calls in the Hades fight.
Hopefully.
And being able to use that invulnerability to, like, that's a huge damage boost. Each time you impact an additional 100 damage, yes, please.
Yeah.
Because I think that stacks with your Ares boost as well as your weak boost from Aphrodite.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
That's something.
We've got no Death Defiances.
Going back.
So this is going to be a good time. Well, we can buy the Hermes thing, or we can get 2 palms.
So Hermes, what's the best hit on Hermes? Is it
Attack
more
speed? Maybe?
It's like that or more dashes? It's kind of meh?
Yeah.
Dealer's choice here. A lot of Hermes' abilities are pretty bad.
Yeah, like the...
You're like, my cast is faster. You're like, okay, cool. That's not great.
We're making more money. Right? Like, there's a lot of scenarios where we just whiff on Hermes.
The God Gauge hit is big, though.
It is. It is. That, like...
And it has more Poseidon?
There is a couple of There are, a couple of very good hits in Hermes. I just... you know what? Let's roll the dice. Let's roll the dice and see what happens. What's the worst that happens? Cool. Excuse me.
Deal bonus damage based on movement speed. I don't think these do much at all for us. All right, well, we missed. For the people in chat saying, I see no reason not to take Hermes. I would like to demonstrate to you a reason not to take Hermes.
Yeah. I like Swift Flourish. We have a bit of movement speed after dashing. I think it's... We have a bit, but it's not...
After every dash? Yeah, sure.
Like, it's not great, I feel.
I think it's 100% boost after we dash for half a second. So if you're dash attacking, that could actually be pretty real.
Yeah?
There you go. Hyper Sprint and Rush Delivery is kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? Why not?
That seems pretty good. It's weird, though, because it's not dash attack now. It's like dash, then attack.
Yeah.
That should be pretty good.
Well, we can play around with it. We've got lots of chances to play around with it.
All right, doggo. I'd like to call your attention to the dialogue that it shows at the top when you defeat Cerberus here.
Terrifying Cerberus accepts the fetid sack and scans.
So how familiar are you with the Hades fight?
I've been to it twice.
Ah. How much help would you like with the Hades fight?
I owe you one.
Cerberus vanquished. Not really. Okay. What attack modes can we expect here? The first time I got him into phase 2. That felt good.
The thing to watch out for in the first phase is when he throws the skulls. He'll point his spear at you and charge and shoot a skull. And if the skull is put on you, it puts a damage debuff on you that everything hits significantly harder.
Okay.
Now, if you dodge the skulls stay around on the map, and they have a 5-second timer on them. I feel like I'm describing a WoW boss fight now.
No, yeah,
When a skull reaches 0 time, it explodes, and then a shockwave goes out. So one of the important things for the first phase, probably the most important thing for the first phase, is skull management. The most important thing is to not hit them, and the second thing is to track them. You don't necessarily have to prioritize clearing them. You just have to be aware of where they are so that you can dodge the shockwaves when they come out.
Yeah, I think that sounds like something that got me the first time. Then also his laser beams. because I
The
tried...
laser beams are in phase 2.
Right. I tried running away from them and found out, much to my surprise, they have unlimited range.
Yeah, so for the laser beams, you just need to know where the pillars are. And just be near a pillar. That's fine. It's not to worry. There are also going to be some ads in phase 1. If you burst Hades down, they go away.
Okay.
And an important thing to know for this fight, and specifically for using your call, is there are moments of invulnerability.
Okay.
So every third, Hades takes a break and you cannot hurt him anymore. So what you want to do is you actually want to open a phase with an alt, not close it.
Okay. Right. Yes. You don't want to waste it.
Yeah. And the last thing, just because you're using shield, you can block the laser beam with your shield.
Right. Okay.
So
let's
when he
do
goes
that.
into laser mode, just hold up your shield and you can just stand right there.
All right.
And
well,
you just tank it, and it's really cool.
let's go and defeat him with the power of love.
Yep.
Did it.
We're not going to worry about dashing behind the first laser. Let's just worry about surviving.
Mm-hmm.
That's something you can do once you got a couple clears under your belt.
Oh, of course.
I never grew accustomed to the air up here. It gusts senselessly whichever way it pleases. I suppose you must prefer it to the stillness of the air below.
You know, you're right. The air up here seems pretty good so far. But I will reserve judgment till I've had my fill. I have to say, though, Father, the Helm of Darkness suits you. Untouched, you'd dust it off on my account.
It should not have had to come to this. For all your antics with me yet around the house, I always kept my temper, have I not? Like you.
Well, let's see. You've berated me repeatedly and often. You've lied to me, mustered your wretched forces to kill me over and over, but sure, I'll grant you that you've always kept most of your anger bottled up.
It's a big moment. Big moment of actually talking to each other for the first time.
Killing one another is a lot. Although I always thought I was above it. I told you that you cannot leave this place. It seems I must enforce my rules myself. I'm sending you home. Now.
No, you're going home, not me.
I suppose that you must hate the very sight of me. You'll understand.
So Hades is completely invulnerable while he's doing that.
Okay.
The other thing to watch out for is this spin attack.
Yeah.
You can dash if you have the timing right. You have an iframe in the middle of the dash, or just be completely out of the range. And it's always swing, swing, and then circle.
Right. Oh, there's a skull.
So you can go clear that skull. Yeah, or just hide it. Now the shockwave will go across the entire map, so just be aware of that. Oh, I was wrong. Okay, never mind. Well done.
Oh, he lunges on a spin attack too.
Yeah, he will follow you, so you have to be a little bit careful.
Ooh. Big oof.
I think it hits for 40 if you don't have a debuff on you. But he's weak, and you have a bunch of ways to, like, reduce that damage, which is great. So you're about to be approaching the first phasing here, where he's going to summon a couple of ads.
Too slow.
Yeah, you've got the debuff, so be very careful now. Alright, now you're fine. Alright, so there's the phasing. There's going to be some ads.
Right.
Oh, you got a shield guy?
This
That's
sucks.
so unlucky.
This sucks. I hate it. Ah. This is the worst pain imaginable.
Alright, debuff's gone. Can you use your greater call now? You're early enough in a phase that you can just burn this phase right down.
In others' affairs.
Should be able to phase it pretty quick here. Oh my god. Stop running! Okay, more ads.
Another shield,
shield?
guy.
Nice deflect on those skulls. How many skulls are you gonna throw, Hades? Come on, man.
Buddy, 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 buddy. Oh! Right in the great googly moogly. I don't know what that means.
That's where he hit you. This is going pretty clean so far.
Okay.
The weak is doing some really good work for us. Don't save your call. Save your call.
Okay.
Unless you get hit by debuff, in which case finish it off.
Oh, this is bad. This got suddenly very bad.
There you
Okay.
go. Nice. You're going into phase 2.
Yeah.
So you can open. Watch out. He's going to do a shockwave as soon as the phase changes, so get ready to dodge.
Okay.
And then you can just open with your call if you'd like. So careful when those explode. They will stun you. So you just
Okay.
need to be able to track where those are. That was an excellent attempt, my friend. That was an excellent, excellent attempt. Bravo. Bravo!
Oh. The fact that he spun attack as soon as the cast wore off feels bad, man. But hey, you know,
that was a great run.
Yeah, good run. Actually, we're getting kind of close to time here. We don't have I don't think we'll have enough time to go through, like, to start another run, but we can definitely, like, talk to folk.
Yeah. I like that. We got some subs to read. We got a bunch of stuff that we learned. Also, everyone is gone, which is very interesting. I don't know if that is significant because this is the first time that you've encountered Hades, but like Hypnos isn't there, Hades isn't there, Cerberus isn't there.
Yeah. Well, let's see what
Your father is not here.
what Nyx, Meg, and Dusa have to say.
Are you all right, my child?
Yes, I think so, Nyx. Returning here by Father's hand does put a special sting into it, though. So, any invaluable tips on how to vanquish him? Some hidden weaknesses only you know about, something like that?
So funny thing about Hypnos is when you talk to him after this, he's like, that's funny, killed by redacted. What?
Oh, yeah, I guess we got to fast travel back here. Cerberus and Hades have to walk. Right?
Yeah. And the first time you kill Hades, if he's like, presumably he walks out and Hypnosis sees him, right?
It just says nothing.
Yeah.
But if this is how it has
It's like, imagine if your boss comes out of the pit of reincarnation or the pit of death, right? You're like, no one knows.
It's like when your boss gets called into their boss's office and the door closes. Right? You're just like, not gonna bring this up.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I would. I will.
Can we, like...
A vast and intricately crafted mosaic depicts the underworld king presiding over the enormity of his domain, whilst its chthonic residents look on in awe of him.
He's not really that great.
Chat does bring up a good point that we want to at least start the next run so that we can meet...
Just like talk to Grandma Winter, talk to Demeter?
Yeah.
Dusa, turns out that I may be stopping back from time to time like this.
All right, you know, considering that run was our first downing of Theseus and Asterius on this file, I think we can feel all
To
right
go from
about...
first clear on Theseus to like second phasing Hades, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
What do you want from me? Leave me alone. We've nothing to discuss here anymore.
I was just checking up on you. Just let me know if you wanted to talk for any reason.
I'm not interested in having company, especially from you. You stay the hell away while I'm off duty.
It's interesting because some of the early tension makes it feel as though she's just really pissed that you're making her job look bad, and then you're like, oh wait, but you're also exes. That's an oof.
Yeah. Yeah. That one's got a sting.
Anything good?
Titan blood for 15 keys? We have nothing effectively to do here.
Yeah, the Titan Blood for 15 keys later is very good because you're like starved for Titan Blood, but at this point you just want keys to unlock the mirror.
Mm-hmm. Is Achilles isn't even here.
And I guess we haven't met Thanatos in this playthrough yet either, have we?
Nope. So that's everything we can do right now.
We can unlock the mirror.
Yep. Unless, wait, no, we don't have enough for the rail yet.
No.
Show me something new.
Boiling Blood. Oh, yes, Boiling Blood. I really like this, actually.
And having additional cast is also really good too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, no, feels good.
It's a great way to clear through like elite demi-bosses, I suppose, a way to do that, because you can just fill them full of your spell.
Oh!
We didn't have enough, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine, it's fine.
You could do a real number on one of these columns holding up this place and bring the whole thing down and just...
Like my father's finely crafted architecture every chance I get.
Let's try Spear, I guess.
New keepsake.
Spear and Shawl.
That's your favorite wombo combo?
Well, I mean, like, you get the backstab on the returning... I don't know. It's cute. It's cute. So let's go and meet Demeter.
Hello!
Hello, Laser Grandma.
Last time I felt a chill like this.
I understand, young Zagreus, that you would seek to leave that bitter darkness for this bitter cold. Honestly, I fail to see why. But I'll aid your plight. Why not? For I can offer plenty of assistance, and you soon shall grow fond of it, I think.
Ooh, right.
The lasers are fun. Demeter is interesting because her damage on certain abilities, it doesn't feel great at common, but like the percentage you can get is pretty huge as well.
Yeah. See, like, I really like the crystal beams because they're hilarious. The problem is, I honestly, like, once we unlock the ability, I really like using my cast to debuff, as you say, like, demi-bosses and bosses.
Right, we lose that because we're no longer putting the crystal into it. Also, with only 2 cast crystals unlocked, I don't know if the crystals are quite as strong.
Agreed. I'm gonna take this Frost Flourish here. And then, having done that and killed a single monster, we should probably thank subs.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah! Cameron, this has been super fun.
No, yeah, this is great, Serge. Thank you for being on Talking Sim this week.
I hope I brought a different perspective than what you heard from Matt and then Corey on previous weeks.
Absolutely. Like, really getting into the nitty-gritty of, like, the mechanics and, you know, how things work and the intricacies of how you can create a build feels good. Good talk.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate you being here. So, I want to start off by thanking BellPay for their 30-month resub. Thank you so much for streaming, Serge and Cam. Thank you for being here.
Scarble, 48 months. That's 4 years. Ah, yes. Time for the simulated talking.
It's Robot Ninja has come back for the 14th month. Thank you.
Tregelin, thank you for 55 months of support.
Danny Lewis, 84, has come back for the 42nd month. Happy Douglas Adams anniversary there.
I am Clockwork. 80 months of hey-ho, friends.
Brosard for 26 months. Keep up the pace. We'll try.
Chipped in with the opposite, 62 months. Thank you.
Kunamo for the 2nd month. Love to see those 2nd month resubs. Thank you for coming back.
Canoe Crasher's been here for 37 months. Thank you, friend.
Roughly 21 Smurfs has come back for the 66th month, saying this game is hell. You know what isn't hell? The 66 months I've been subscribed to Lure. Thank you.
Jay Hicks, 56, has been here for 3 months. Thank you, friend.
Music Squid has been here for 40. Thank you.
Thank you again for that raid. JR Plays Games. Appreciate it.
Shatton's been here for 28 months. Thank you.
Freudian Slap, 17 months. Thank you. Oh, no, I'm at Mr. Barks. Bark. 36 months. I don't know how I missed that.
Narsit 6691 has come back for the 34th month. Thank you so much.
And finally, Xantos Nice has been here. Cheered 50 biddies. Thanks for showing me more of this interesting game. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, I stopped playing Hades a couple of weeks ago. I don't know why. I was just like, I think I need a break because I had been just like playing Hades a lot, and it feels good to be playing it again. Honestly,
Once you get into heats, once you get into sort of playing around with like unlocking weapon aspects and stuff like that, the game opens up again.
Okay.
It's very interesting because it's a sort of game that I mean, I suppose it's the difference in a game like Destiny where you finish the main storyline and then there's that little bit of push to get your eye level up before you can start doing the next bit of content. And I feel like there's a wall between like your first couple Hades kills and you're like, okay, I guess I just kill Hades again and again and again. What's the appeal here? And the game transforms and it opens up into another, like the end game of this game is fantastic. And that's not even talking about people who do speed runs of this game and, you know, all sorts of like that world.
The run that really interests me are first escapes. Where you start off a new file and you just play through doing basically no damage.
That's it's not even the damage that I feel is the hard part in the early game. I feel it's the survivability. It's the lack of death defies. It's the second dodge is so huge. It's so huge.
Absolutely.
And then the flat hit points. I mean, you don't have to worry too much about like the specific god relics and getting a build. Like you can do without that, just kind of relying on RNG and seeing what the game gives you. But like not being able to take a hit, oof. Right?
Like my first escape attempts, I can't get past Meg even because like she just eventually the damage catches up with me, right? Like yeah, and the lack of death defiances, the lack of additional health makes for a really interesting challenge. Hard though, especially the lack of the second dash, as you mentioned.
If you're ever curious, check out, I mean, GDQ just had a phenomenal, it's a different category of speedrun. It's not beat the game as quickly as you can. It's, you have to do 3 run-throughs and the timer keeps going. It's not the in-game time, it's like your actual run time.
Oh.
With commentary on top of the builds that they do and the way they approach fights. And it's amazing the emphasis on damage over survivability. And he's like, well, just kill them. They don't hurt you if they're dead. And like the pathing they do, the building they do, which events they like to take versus they don't. And there's, of course, this assumption of a certain amount of like understanding of how the game works that you need to have for that to click. And then once it does, you're like, oh my God.
The depth this game has is really impressive, right? That it can sustain all of these like niche runs without breaking the game, right? That's still coloring inside the lines, by a wide margin. Yeah, so I really feel that they've knocked it out of the park with this one, and also like incidentally spawned an entire generation of cosplayers. Probably. I kind of just want to get shredded and cosplay someone from this game.
Right? Oh my God.
I just need to go and lift things for a while, and then I'll cosplay as like one of the characters.
Heck yeah. Oh man, next convention we get to go to, and just everyone is suddenly the Greek pantheon.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there's like 400 Zagrii.
Zagai? What is the plural here?
Zagri. No, hold on. It would. Sorry, the EI pluralization I think is Latin, so this would be Zagriotes.
Zagriotes? It's not
Zagriotes?
Zagums?
But oh wait, we got 3 more subs here. Basil Hunter for 48 months, Jean-Jacques EB for 26 months, and Great Googly for 36. Happy 3 years. Oh, and happy 4 years to Basil Hunter. So yeah, no, this is, oh yeah, it's just gonna be wall to wall. Zagreus is shouting blood and darkness. Have I told you my blood and darkness joke, Serge?
I heard it on stream, or was I with you? I can't remember. It's
I think
a good
it might
one.
made it into clips. Yeah, just next PAX, I'm going to hear somebody shouting out of the subway, "Blood and darkness! They're out of bacon!" And then I'll just
that line never really resonated with me though. I like, if you asked me what's a voice line from this game, I would have been like, "Boy," not "Blood and darkness." I honestly wouldn't have even had that resonate as a clip from this, right?
The first time I heard it, I had to ask my chat if that was like Hades' curse of choice, if he repeats it, and he does. And I just knew with this terrible certainty that I would be hearing it in the future.
Like, I can't escape this line.
Yeah, no, it's going to show up. It's going to be a thing, right? Anywho, we should probably call the stream here for today. Thank you so much. Well, you know what? Let's. We got 5 minutes. I can.
Sure, speed run. People beat this game in less time.
I would have preferred it if that hit, if we're being perfectly honest. Money.
Cash is king.
Boop-a-doo. Oh, that looked like it hurt.
I'm sorry, did you need that? Oh.
Did the game blue shift a little bit?
Oh, considering we now know Demeter, everything is a little bit cooler. I don't know, but that's super funny.
It looks a bit bluer.
Numbskulls.
I mean, I can see it, but I have no idea if that's true or not.
Dead.
Oh, I missed.
Or did I?
Spear actually
that's like
has
an anime villain right now.
Yeah. Like,
right? They're like, you missed me, and you're like, did I? Look behind you.
Oh, we missed the Chaos Gate. I don't know. I like taking... Oh, right. These guys. No touchy.
They just want to give you a hand, Cameron.
Boo. I would prefer it if you face the enemies, Zagreus.
I suppose an interesting difference on this is I'm a mouse and keyboard player.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
I can't use controllers because of my hand.
Right, right.
It has more range.
Yeah,
I like that
I
one.
that. I think that's good. That seems spicy.
But I think controller's probably a lot better for the close and dirty stuff. But for the range stuff, for like bow, it's just so easy to be able to mouse click in the direction you want things to go.
Much finer control.
We haven't had Dio all day.
Yeah, let's go and see Dio.
It was Dio, all along. Oh, I hate this boss. This is probably one of the hardest early mini bosses to fight.
Oh, come on.
It's going to continuously blink until its shield is gone and you can start to stagger it. This thing is a nightmare.
I miss having my deflection.
There you go.
Back to the shadows. Sometimes I have to wonder what's going through your head. I mean, I know you hear me and the others, but it's so damn dark down there, I can't hear you at all.
I do like the inference, well, not the inference, the actual, like, explicit statement that, they can't hear you. They will get it when you give them a boon, right? But they can't hear what you're saying. Take less damage.
I like strong drink a lot,
yeah,
especially in Act 1.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, early strong drink, you're like, money, 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 money. It's like, hey, you want a bunch of free stats?
When you dodge or dash onto a trap, spooky. All right, we got time. We got time. We can make it to Meg, probably. I'm gonna take the pomegranate here.
I think I agree with that. Like, our skills aren't the greatest, but you do have an attack one for the side there, so that's...
Yeah, we have things that could be improved. Ow. My face. My beautiful face.
The interesting thing about Spear is it does have like a kind of a pseudo AoE. Like the dash strike has kind of a slash effect to it as well, which is not bad.
Yeah, and you also get the spin attack. Although it does leave you vulnerable for a little while.
I like the spin attack as enemies spawn. That's about it. I don't really use it in my rotation.
Fortunately, I've not seen too much.
Hey, what's up, Boldy?
Just gonna take the food here.
Farewell, Linus.
I guess the only downside of taking strong drink is it doesn't make us any stronger at all through Act 1. It's like really hoping to make it to the late game without giving us the tools to get there.
Yeah.
You know, like, what do my early boons, my palms do? What does anything do now? Well...
I mean, at least we've got one, like, ability that we're using. Oh. Oh. Oh.
So both of these gods are difficult in this one. Have you seen this god mode?
I have not seen this matchup before. I've never seen Demeter in one of these.
So Demeter will drop a point on the map, and then a large cold is going to radiate outside of it. So as long as you're happy to get to the other side of the room from where she is, that's fine. Dio will drop purple spheres that track you.
Let's piss off Demeter, mainly because I want to see what it looks like. Oh, vintage. Premium vintage. I like this a lot.
It is, however, another ability that doesn't make you stronger now, but you do need vintage, and more max health is fine. Oh, I guess it does give you more max health right away.
Angry Grandma.
Harsh winter is coming for you, Zagreus. And I'm afraid you've brought it on yourself.
No, don't get me wrong. I love this ability. Okay, so watch out. You want to get to the left side of the room now. And that's it. You've now seen her ability.
Okay, that's manageable.
You just have to... Yeah. It gets a lot harder in Act 3 when the rooms are a lot tighter. Like, as long as you have room to dance, it's very manageable.
Oh, but in other news, I'm getting utterly demolished here. I could not get away from that.
That's where it gets a little bit different, because you're getting, or a little bit difficult, because you're getting staggered by like the two enemies and it all at the same time. You're like, cool.
The freezing cold ought to have drained the life from you, but I've allowed it to relent for now.
All right, all right.
That's when it's cold or something, right?
Kind of like also just having a stronger attack here. But we should wrap it up for there.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here with us, chat. This is a lot of fun. We might actually come back to Hades at some point. Maybe I will try to beat it, and then we can look at what the end game looks like at some point. That could be fun. But for now, stay tuned. In about half an hour, the Nope boys will here to Nope at you, with you, for you.
The many forms of noping. Yes. Very good.
And yeah, so stick around for that. Otherwise, Corey and I will catch you back here next week. Thank you so much for being here, Serge. This was a lot of fun.
My pleasure.
Very insightful. All right.
Bye, chat.
Bye, everybody.